Challenge. Don't dare have that. She got the ball.
Yes, everybody, welcome back to the Irish Hotspur. Jack and Dave here as we descend into battle against Chelsea. We are hosting them at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and Spurs fans before this game were going in plenty nervous, but they have been given a bit of hope. They have been given a little bit of a hype. They've been given some belief here. We do have Christian Romero, somebody who we already were hopeful could maybe be included for this game, but a certain Mickey Speedster, a certain Flying Dutchman has been included in the lineup. He is alongside Romero tonight. Spurs are starting to look like a relatively stronger starting 11. Great job to Ben Davies as well as Radu Dragic for holding it down for us, but we do have what should be our better as well as our best in the back line now. And except for Vicario, we are starting to look like a decent enough side that should be able to at least put on a much better performance than what we had last time against Bournemouth, and then hopefully maybe enough to give this Chelsea team a good game. But yeah, Dave, I think Spurs fans were probably going into this one down, nervous, anxious. It's like they've been giving a new breath of fresh air. It's like they've been giving a new lease of life with this Mickey Van de Ven and Romero news. Romero was already probably a huge bonus to people. Mickey Van de Ven is like the Christmas present they could never have asked for.
Well, look, Jack, some would say it's the Christmas miracle, right? We pulled two players straight off the injury bed, and here they are in your starting lineup. Everyone had
Miracle at White Hart Lane.
Yeah, everyone had doubts about them being available. No one's seen this one coming. We thought we were coming into it with one fit centre-back. Now, it turns out we've got three. Look, first of all, it's great to absolutely have Rombon back and Vavavoom Van de Ven as well. Absolutely great to have them back, But as excited as I am, I'm also maybe questioning are they being brought back very, very quickly because Ange knows he's a guy under pressure. Let's wait and see. I take the point that Ange has been cautious bringing players back from injury this year and hasn't really brought them back to the ready and stuff like that. But there is that question around it, with the pressure on him, is this why he's done it? But look, regardless, it's given us Spurs fans a lot more maybe belief or confidence heading into this game that we can get something. When you look at the Chelsea game last year when we played them at home, I think the two sending us through in the game. But before that, when it was 11v11, we were all over them. We were absolutely playing them off the park, and even near at the end before they went on and scored a couple of goals in injury time. I think it was Eric Dyer scored and it was
Yeah,
offside or something like that, so we were close
nearly.
to nicking that game. So it's not beyond the realms of possibility to be able to try and get something today. And I think Romero and Van de Ven probably gives us maybe a little bit more confidence that at least we can go and compete in this game. Look, credit to Ben Davies. Sad that he's gone out with a hamstring injury. He's been absolutely immense and filled in a lot better than what I actually thought. So fair play to him. And Radu Dragusin, look, rightly so, probably drops to the bench. I didn't think he had a great game against Bournemouth the other night. He was the one that switched off from the set piece and allowed his man to get free in the end. But look, it gives us confidence, Jack, and that's what it's about. You look at that starting lineup; it's a strong enough lineup to be able to go and compete with Chelsea. You go into the midfield; it's a very physical midfield, very robust midfield. Players that can get around, looking to intercept, press Chelsea high up the pitch, turn the ball over before it gets into their danger men. And you look at the front line. Well, you've got fast players, so just hit the channels in behind with the space. You're hoping that Chelsea come here, show us no respect, and they like to play us out from the back. So if we can show intensity and try and put the fatigue to one side, we might actually get a bit of joy if we go and try and force errors.
Yeah, let's just put in the best performance we possibly can and see what we get out of it. I think a lot of us were going into this one exceptionally nervous and exceptionally fearful of what could happen. But now that we've gotten this recent news and we've gotten these recent additions to the starting 11, I wonder if Spurs fans have changed their tune. I wonder if Spurs fans are starting to get that hope back, starting to get that belief back ahead of this one. Please, everybody, let us know your thoughts on this lineup. Let us know what your mindset is ahead of this one. Are you still hiding behind the couch? Are you maybe peeping a little bit over the couch, maybe just looking slightly over the cushions now that you've gotten a bit more hope? Or are you just maybe a delusional, crazy person like myself that just for some reason believes that maybe we might get something out of this game today, that maybe we might pull off yet again another unexpected win and an unexpected miracle? I have a sneaky feeling Ange Postecoglou has done it times before. Ryan Trestane, pick up too early, picking up that fan show membership. Ken Cashel is with us. Mirk Kermalak is with us. And then We Are Spurs TV sent this in very nice and early. Thank you so much. He's saying, let's go Tottenham. We
Let's
Are Spurs
go.
TV. Looks like he's starting to gather some confidence here ahead of this game. And Dave, I think, it was nice to see sort of the mood change, all of a sudden in the chat and everything like that. I think we were trying our best to have fair conversations about the game and have fair conversations about Spurs chances, but you could see sort of the mood in and around sort of the fan base just all of a sudden just flip like that the moment that Mickey Van de Ven and Romero were included in the lineup. And maybe this will all of a sudden breed an even better atmosphere in the stadium. It feels like Spurs fans have been lifted.
No, 100%. Everyone's been lifted by it because as good as Ben Davies and Radu Dragusin has been, you know, defensively, to a certain degree, the high line, it we don't pull it off to as with great effect as when with Ben Davies and Radu Dragusin there as we do with Van de Ven and Romero there. In terms of being able to play out from the back, get a bit of a foothold in the game, it is largely different as well, despite them actually being okay on the ball. Romero and Van de Ven just give you that bit more and a bit more assurance. And I also think it'll calm the midfield down, the back line down to a large degree around them. And look, it's the confidence boost that everybody needed. Everyone needed a pick-me-up heading into this game. Everyone was searching for something. Give me some sort of hope. And there it is. Now, look, some would argue Romero has just been has probably been our most costly centre-back to a certain degree. It might come back to bite us. But we've got back close to getting a strong starting 11 out there again, as strong as it could be today. Gives us hope. Let's go and see what we can do, Jack. We've beaten Man City 4-0. We've beaten Aston Villa for what was that, 4-1. We've beaten Man United 3-0 at their place. We are capable against teams that show us no respect. I don't think Chelsea will come here and show us respect. I also think there'll be an element that they might be surprised with us dropping them two centre-backs in here today. So let's see if it works in our favour. Could be a master stroke or it could come back to bite us. They could both leave the pitch injured. You just don't know.
Maybe Chelsea will have some injuries for once. Pick up We Are Spurs TV. Stevie Frazier, good to see you with us. A legend that is Stevie Frazier. Big ups, Dave and Jack. Literally anything can happen today. Fingers crossed. That's kind of my attitude, Stevie. I think anything is going to happen today. I'm well prepared for this. Going to be a chaos of a game, roller coaster type one. Laws for Ange, good to see you. Wow, this league is nuts. Woolwich 1-1. Big up, boys. On listening to you now. Come on, you Flat Cap Army. Effing
Appreciate
pumped
that,
with
man.
that lineup. I'm glad that you are, Laws for Ange. Really
Yeah.
appreciate you. Mark is in with us as well. 112 shots against in the last 6 games. I fear a 5-1 scoreline. I don't blame you for still, being
Yeah.
fearful of this being a difficult game. And this Chelsea team,
They
pretty
score a lot
much
of
like
goals.
us, one of the best attacks in the league, if not the best attack in the league at this moment in time.
They score a lot of goals. I think they've already got 31 goals in the Premier League already this season. Cole Palmer's on fire and Kunku's on fire. Nicholas Jackson still struggling, but still finding the back of the net. They create a hell of a lot of opportunities. Madueke's good. So, they're probably going to create a load here. This is where you need someone like Fraser Forrester to continue on the form that he's been on. You need Romero van de Ven to really come back in and have a game from the gods where they just put in man-to-match performances. You're hoping Pedro Porro and Adoji have found energy somewhere. What I will say is these games, if you are fully committed to Tottenham, they're almost in a way self-motivating. So, you know, look, let's see what we can do, Jack. I think it gives us confidence. I don't want to get too carried away because Chelsea are a very good team. They're challenging for a title. They're in a title race. So I don't want to get too carried away because we will need a performance from the gods. And where's it going to come from? Because the last
Yeah.
3 performances since that Man City game have been very lackluster, lacked energy and stuff like that. So you really are just looking for a performance from the gods, Jack.
Absolutely, but it's good to have at least the one of the many, many good members of the Mark Army with us. Good to see you, Mark. Hopefully, you're keeping okay. Breckon as well. Good to see you with us. Thank you for the support today, Breckon. Feeling
Yeah,
a lot more
great comments,
confident
man.
with Romero and Van de Ven back. Let's go and get us a win. Come on, you Spurs. Niall O'Connor. Good to see you. AK Shags. Lee Harvey celebrating 10 months as a fan show member. Big up to you, Lee Harvey. Afternoon, Dave and Jack.
That's
Wow,
insane.
Christmas has come early. I still think we will be. It will be tough, but come on, you
Yeah.
Spurs. That's the thing, Dave. I don't think I'm under any illusion that we're now going to automatically win this game, but I already had just this sneaky, delusional, happy clapper hope that we just seem to show up in these type of games. But then also just seeing that lineup and seeing Mickey Van de Ven's face, I had to look twice. I had to make sure it wasn't like an old lineup that I might have been sharing with you guys earlier or something like that. And it just really did put a smile on my face and just gave me that already maybe confirmed belief. Earlier I was like, maybe the belief I have is just craziness, but now it feels a bit more confirmed with Romero and Mickey Van de Ven back into the team. And of course, they have to prove me right. They have to justify that belief. But I do wonder if even the whole team, just everyone, is just a little bit lifted, a bit sort of sparked up, from their inclusion today.
Look, it gives everyone a massive boost, Jack. 100%. I
Exactly.
even think it gave Postecoglou a boost in the press conference. He
True.
came out swinging. He came out throwing punches. I'm going to fight. This, that, and the other. I think it gives him a lot more belief heading into this game. I think Romero being beside Porro, who they're so used to playing beside each other, I think it gives them, a hell of an awful lot. Andrew's already had somebody already. What's going on here, Jack? Oh, that's Thursday.
That's the old footage.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
yeah,
the old
yeah. I was
footage.
going to
Yeah.
say, Jesus Christ, we're losing the plot before the game's even gone. I think Van de Ven coming in beside Doji, gives him a lot of reassurance, knowing the ground that he covers and stuff like that. I think it also maybe helps the midfield to a large degree. So I think it really gives everybody a confidence boost. Like when you look at the confidence boost it immediately gave people when the lineup came out, it's going to be the same for everybody else within that squad, Jack. We're all
No,
human. We all feel it the same.
no, they do. Absolutely.
Big
You're
up,
spot
Lee.
on.
Hopefully you enjoyed today, man. Hopefully we can get the win. Big up, Lee. Good to see you, brother.
10 months as well. Really appreciate you, man. Practically on a year at this point. The Alaskan Hotspur, good to see you. Hopefully
Big
you're
up.
doing okay, my friend. We also have We Are Spurs TV. Donna Vision, good to see you, Donna Vision. Hopefully everything's all right with you this weekend. K32, big up K32. Nothing would surprise me with this Spurs team today. We could win or we could be hammered. I hate the spineless performances from Spurs lately and blaming the players and not Ange. I agree with you there, K32. Rain Man, good to see you, Rain Man. Nick Carey, good to see you, Nick. Hopefully everything's all right with you. Conga 108, big up to Conga
Big
being
up.
a member as well of the channel. Paolo Maratti, one of the best names there is in this community. Good to see you, Paolo. We also have Fat Tony, my man in Washington. Big up to you, Fat Tony. Up nice and early for this game. And then Dark Sun G, Dave, saying, "Come on, you Spurs. We had our duo back. We have our duo back who loves to score." 4-2, 4-1 is what he's going for. He's gone for goals, Dark Sun G. Don't blame him with that. And it's good to have the duo back. Absolutely. And I'm excited about even just seeing, Brennan Johnson in this game, Dark Sun G. Is he going to be able to get him behind this Chelsea backline, which I do think is vulnerable? I'm excited to see if Sonny is going to have a big game here today. He's been a guy that has probably not performed too well in recent games, and we need him to be that big game player, which he absolutely is and was for us, throughout his time here at Spurs. And this is one of those big tests. It's one of those big games. And can we have a guy like Sonny step up for us? Looking forward to maybe some Dom goals as well, Dark Sun G. If I'm going to be selfish about it, I would like to see Solanke get some service today and get a goal himself. But this is going to be a huge game for so many people involved. I'm pumped for this one, man. I'm glad that you are as well. And then Al Ben Dave saying, like the stream. Come on, you Spurs. We have
Appreciate that, brother.
close to 250 in the house. If you can
Legend.
for us, everybody, do smash the like button. If you don't want to listen to us, maybe just listen to Al Ben. He's a very good guy. But yes, everybody, thank you so much for picking us as your watch along destination. And Dave, any motivational words, please? As we're getting closer and closer to kickoff, the roller coaster is about to commence.
No, look, first of all, I really appreciate that. You're actually doing our job for us, keeping us on our toes. I like that, brother. But look, also on Dark Sun G point, look, Jack, I always say this: football is about partnerships. A lot of it. You're right centre back with your right back, your two centre backs. There's different partnerships. Having these guys in there. People go on about Morecombe and Wise, Jekyll and Hyde. Bonnie and Clyde, Carragher and Neville. We've got Rombom and Vavavoom, baby. And they really come in and give everybody a confidence boost, and hopefully that adrenaline and that confidence boost, boost that stadium up today, because we're hearing a lot of complaints from match day going fans, and I see it from everybody on their vlogs and stuff about the atmosphere being very, very flat. Today's against a Chelsea team who have a long history against Tottenham Hotspur. I don't need to go into, everybody knows it, and they have a long outstanding history of hating us. Well, I can say that feeling's mutual. Hopefully we see that on the football pitch today. All we're asking for right now, or where we are with the injury crisis and stuff like that, Jack, is we're just asking to make it an absolute dogfight. We don't want to be railroaded. We don't want to be outplayed. This is our home stadium. This is our turf. If we can't defend it here, then no wonder we have problems going away from home. In order to alleviate the problems away from home, it all starts here. Defending your home patch, bringing that camaraderie, that togetherness. When the big boys rock up, you turn it into a dogfight. You don't sit off them and look at them and go, how pretty are they? You get in there like a mongrel, you rough them up. They do not want it, and you go out the other end and you be clinical. Like I said, I'm not naive to know these are a very good team. Let's put some respect on their name. Very, very good team. But we have the capabilities. Let's get that Tottenham Hotspur today. Let's get that shown up. We've got other big games coming up. Let's try and salvage the rest of this month, and let's put ourselves into a good position heading into the January transfer window. It starts here today. Like Coventry, Jack, didn't go well for long periods, but we got the win. It relieved a lot of pressure, a lot of tension, and we went on a nice winning streak. Very same can start today. Let's have it. It's Christmas. The miracle to season. Let's go.
There's your motivational words from the other coach, Coach Dave Harris.
Get me in there, dressing room. I need it, man.
Dave Janola is with us. Good to see you, Davo. We also have Tyler, the Big T, Colin Turner. Good to see you, Colin Turner. We have Boon Sang Lee, DB. Good to see you, DB. Hopefully everything's all right with you, my friend. Andy Yang is in the house as well. Big up to Andy English. Steve D. Big up to Steve D. Member of the Steve Army. This fixture gives me anxiety more than any other every year. I think a lot of Spurs fans feel that way about Chelsea, man. They do not like them, and they do not like us. We also have Daniel Larson, the one and only. Please Spurs, just today. I beg, just today. Daniel Larson, I think, is a bit like Steve D. Seems to not really like this Chelsea lot, and he really wants a win today. The Dark Sun G2, Dave, saying with the super chat, last season, our season was gone after the Blues game, with our center backs being injured and then sent off in the same game, with Udogie being sent off as well. How poetic would it be if we went today to save our season? Son and Dom to score as well. Best 11 is back. He's pumped, Dark Sun G. He's pumped. Dave, I mean, that would be terrific right? Chelsea derailed our season last year. We were feeling good. We were feeling high. They're in a very similar position to us. Even in the chat today, someone said, like, Jack, look at Maresca. He's second, on all these points and everything like that. He's doing incredible. How could you compare him to what Ange is doing? And it's like, well, if you cast your mind back to where we were at this point last season, we were in a very similar position to what Chelsea were. We were at the top of the league, feeling good about ourselves, and we had a major fallout after this game with them. So maybe we could return the favor, Dave. Maybe we can return the favor to this.
Well, look, to be fair as well, I mean, there's been, nearly £2 billion spent on that squad. They have a squad of like 40-odd players. So, I mean, we
were on 27 points around the same exact time, right? So we were flying high. We were feeling good. Chelsea fans in a similar position. Be nice if we could deliver them the same treatment.
Look, this is what football's about, Jack. Weirdly, sometimes it has this weird poetic sort of nature to it. These great storylines to it. They derailed our season last year because of the sending offs and the injuries we occurred during the game, Van de Ven, etc. I hope them players are absolutely hurting and reeling from that. They recognise that and they go out here today and look to do the same to them. Chelsea are absolutely flying high. Every team laughs at us. Hopefully, we can go out and derail their charge, just like we done to Man City. We beat Man City. They haven't won a game of football since. So hopefully we can do the same to Chelsea, but also kickstart our season. It'll be great justice. And how poetic of Dark Sung G. He's up there with the great Shakespeare.
Great
Some of
script
the great
writers.
Irish poets out there. Stuff like that. So fair play, Dark Sung G.
He needs a job in football Hollywood, Dark Sun G. He
He
really
needs a
does.
job in football, right, and lad. Headline.
He's like Adrian Chia, one of the greatest script writers of our time, of our era. Big up to Dark Sun G. Really, really generous of you, man. And I'm glad that you're pumped, man. I'm weirdly pumped for this game as well. I don't
I'm
know
so
why. Normally, I'm so nervous against
that's
Chelsea, but
fine.
for some reason, maybe it's just pure delusion and I'm just gone in the head at this point. But for some reason, I am retaining just a little bit of a optimism that this might be our day and will surprise people once again, Dark Sun G. I got a little smirk on my face, is basically how I'll put it. Michael G. Kelly, good to see you. Hopefully you're keeping well. Shikari Shock is with us as well. Big up to Shikari Shock. Moss Chops just joined us again. Big up to Moss Chops. Dark Sun
Got
G.
my
Great name. Dark Sun G again saying Cootie, Van de Ven are also our creative outlets as well. I mean, this is the thing. Like Ben Davies, I think, was doing terrific playing out from the back line. But with Van de Ven and Cudi Romero, I do think you get that extra bit of calm on the ball. Romero knows how to pick out passes that no one else in the team really does from those areas. I think in possession it will be crucial, and especially if Chelsea do decide to press us, I wouldn't blame them if they did decide to. Having guys like Romero, having guys like Van de Ven, it makes life a little bit easier for us, and it also makes us more dangerous if they do try to press us because we know those guys can unlock a team.
Yeah. Well, like just one quick simple difference, and we'll keep it moving, Jacko, is, the other night Dragosin just kept on putting the ball, floating it down the channel. Romero doesn't do that. He pings it straight onto a player in behind. So,
Yeah.
that's where a massive difference is straight away. He's right. Big up.
Absolutely. And by the way, Lazy Eight has joined the house saying no
Big up,
respect
big up.
from me for these Davo. They're
Fair.
the reason everything sucks. Yeah, Chelsea has
Fair.
ruined everything for us. Neil Shafton, 37 months.
Big
37
up,
months.
Neil.
3 years, man. As an
Good
elite
to see him
member.
back around. Good to
Good
see
to
him
see you
beating
back
himself.
around.
Puttering around.
Thanks for still loving us, Neil Shafton, especially if you've been with us for 37 months. I'm surprised that you've stuck with us this long. Very, very generous of you.
Cool.
I just hope the players returning are indeed as close to 100% because they aren't and they re-injured themselves. It's a bigger loss if we lose them than on the
Fair.
top of the game.
Yeah.
Come on, you Spurs. I guess, Dave, if you're I don't want to assume with Neil, but let's say you're in my position, you're not really Ange out or anything like that. You do wonder, you're like, well, does he need to risk these players for this one game? You kind of seem to think he might be doing it because there is a little bit of pressure from the outside, from the fans, from the media. And so he has taken this risk. But maybe for people like Neil, maybe for some people like myself here who aren't really on that
Look at that.
position with Ange, they might say, come on, man, like you don't want to ruin the season. Is it a, it's wow, look at that great tifo
Yeah, just
from the
look.
Spurs stadium.
I'll take the two of them quickly. Look, I understand Neil's concern. It's a concern of mine, right? Ange Postecoglou's under pressure. He knows a heavy defeat to Chelsea, the stadium will turn. The inevitable happens. So I think he realizes that. He's not stupid. When he comes out talking about fighting in the press conference, I said that to you, Jack. I was like, oh, I don't like when them words come out of a manager. It usually sort of spells the end. But a win today could absolutely turn everything around, turn his fortunes around. So, but you're to Neil Shafton's point, if Postecoglou does feel it like slash chat saloon, that's why he's willing to take the risk. But it could come back on and have a knock-on effect for Tottenham Hotspur over the rest of this sort of festive period. So it's a huge risk to take. You'd only like to think that it's a very calculated one, Neil Shafton, that they are behind the scenes being ready into playing, that it's calculated, and he hasn't just brought them in to try and maybe save his job. And second of all, that tifo that we just seen in the South Stand, the Ardere es Facir, the Latin, absolutely brilliant. That is done by THFC flags, by the way, and basically they do have a group where you can donate and help fund that, because they're trying to do it more and more often. So all credit has to go to them. You can find them on Twitter Absolutely brilliant job from them. That's getting me here, Jack. That's getting me here. Let's bloody go. I mean, if I'm pumped from sitting back here in a cold Kildare in Ireland, I'm pumped. Them players gotta be fucking pumped. If I
Ah,
was them, I'd be turning around as an 11, arm in arm, looking at that and then going, right, boys, let's bloody have it.
Dave's ready to run through 3 walls, not even just one, everybody. Really appreciate you, Neil Shapton. Very, very generous to us. Good to see Matthew Ball. Good to see Kev Williams. So many people in the house. I really do apologize if I do miss any one of you, especially people that have been supporting us for so long, especially for big games like this one. V Scard saying, Sunday fun day. Let's show these effers what we're made of. We need to come on out hot, ready, and fight. No fear, no
Yeah,
prisoners. He's absolutely
let's have
spot
it.
on. It'd be nice to see us come out with a fight, with that grit, intimidate this Chelsea team from the get go. And I would say, too, because this Chelsea team have a tendency to score goals early. So it'd be nice to just return the favor, right? Show them that we could be the team to score goals early, put them under the cosh, put them under the pressure. I think V-Scard is completely right, Dave. Set the tone straight away. It's exactly the start you would like to see.
100%. Look, we have to get off to a good start here, Jack. I read it out in the pre-match build-up. 13 of our last 16 home games, we conceded the first goal. We can't afford that today. This is a derby game. You don't want to give them any sort of momentum or foothold in this game. Now, look, in recent times, we've been able to claw back, but you can't keep relying on it. Like we've seen against Ipswich, eventually it's going to come back to bite you. Get up in their faces, snarl in them, make it a dogfight. Let's put the first goal on the board, and let's see how they bloody react.
Absolutely. And then
Keep on.
Druzilla as well, celebrating 15 months as a fan show member. Let's go, boys. I'm pumped for this. Smash the likes. Please up for the love of God. Let this turn up. Yeah, let's turn it up today. Sorry about the sirens passing by, everybody. But let's get a big performance here, Drew. I'll be absolutely pumped if we can get this
Yeah.
win today, especially again, when the pressure is on, when everybody's fearful, when everybody's worried. It would be terrific, my man. And then he's also gifted out 10 memberships. So generous, Drew. And you did a terrific job, by
Wow.
the way, on the pump up earlier, on the pre-match build-up. Just going to get synced up here in just a second, everybody. We're just waiting on Anthony Taylor, who we all know is probably going to show up in some way today. He loves to be a part of the drama. But the memberships have gone out too, very generously, from Ross Parsons, Sergeant Stressful, HMQ, Barbaric Disdain, great name. Oliver Freeman, welcome back, Ollie. Tim
You look back.
Kirby, JR, The Workers Reading Room, great name. And then Carl Simpson, welcome back as well, Carl,
Wow.
being a member. Really appreciate you,
Legendary.
Drew.
Too
And you did
kind.
a terrific job earlier, my man. Very, very kind to us. And
Yeah,
great
really.
job on the members preview as well. Great job on the members
Yeah,
preview.
I said that to him. I went back and watched it. It was a really good listen, actually. I say, you could take my job nearly. Big up, Drew. Absolute legend and too kind of you. And everyone, make sure you thank Drew. But we are underway. Let's go.
Come on, lads.
Press Chelsea nice and high into mistake. They've given it to
Oh,
Kulu.
Kulusevski,
Feed him.
good chance.
Feed him.
Come on,
Feed him,
lad.
Kulu. Too late. No,
Brennan,
you got to feed Johnson so much earlier. You have to play that so much earlier when he's in the space, Kulu. Why did he take so many touches here, Jack? Am I being harsh?
he's
got
got
to press there.
Solanke as well. He's got Solanke, I feel like, initially. Yeah, it takes too long for me. Or maybe even go for the shot, I'd say. He's in the center of the pitch. Kulu, still a
Kulu got
boss.
in.
Oh,
You still got it.
still
You still
going.
got it.
The
Can't
Kulu.
be everyone.
Basuma. He's got to
Well
get
done,
rid of it,
Basuma. He's
Kulu.
done well
Too
to
much
take that
dribbling
out
today.
there.
Oh, what
Well
a
done.
pass from
That's a Pedro Porro.
Basuma.
Who can he
Pedro
find?
Porro.
Oh, it doesn't get lifted off the ground.
He's got to get it into the air there, Pedro. He's hurt. He's letting himself down there. Nicholas Jackson on the break. This is going to be an NBA game, I think, is what people are saying earlier.
Cole Palmer. Oh. Good press
Really
from
appreciate you
Tottenham.
guys. So much love today. So much support for the channel. I really do appreciate it, everybody. You've been very, very kind to us.
We do love a derby game, don't we, guys? We all do. Guys and ladies, sorry, everybody. When I say guys, I mean
Nicholas
everybody.
Jackson. We do love a derby game.
Get out there. Don't
Sancho's
shoot.
skill pass. I think Romero there. He's got
Don't
done.
let him shoot. Don't let him shoot. This
Good block from Johnson. Get out there, Rom.
It's that Sancho, yeah.
That must be offsides.
Come on, Spurs. Let's defend this now.
It's a corner. No, it wasn't an offsides.
What was that throwing at Jadon Sancho there? Bottle?
Maybe.
Few things coming down off the stands there.
I'm telling you, I think Anthony Taylor, Dark Sun G, if you're still listening, I wonder what Anthony Taylor is going to be doing today. He's going to be on Spurs' side. He's going to be on our side. You wonder, man. You wonder.
What's Anthony Taylor stopping this for now? Oh, all this stuff coming down. Is that from the stands or is that the wind? from the stands. Oh, it's all it's the whole tifo now being thrown down on top of them. That's what it is. It's all the paper from the tifo. Come on, Spurs, defend this. Chelsea bunching up here like an NFL team. It's a short
They've squared it top of the box to Enzo. They're giving it back to Palmer. Is he offsides? Cleared away. Oh, not cleared away. Dangerous. Levi Colwell there.
Sancho. Trying to take on Mickey Van de Ven. Pulls it back. Cucurella.
The hairball. Out wide to Neto. One-on-one with Udogie. Does well.
Oh, well done, Udogie. Come on, Spurs. Oh, we need to take that chance up the other end from Kulu, man.
There's a great turnover. And then Pedro Porro, you'd say too, Dave, right? Probably had a good crossing opportunity. Didn't do too well with it.
Big up, Lee Neri. Good to see you. Scott Works as well. Says creating our own problems. Yes, bits and pieces of it. Oh, we just need to take that chance. Like, this is the thing. We keep missing these chances to really put ourselves in the ascendancy sometimes. It kills us. Good defending again. Sonny out there. Nice and quick there. Fair play. Do not let Cole Palmer have an easy day, please. Moises Caicedo with the throw-in. That's it. Get the pressure on. Colwell. Back to Cucurella. Oh, he slips. Come on, Dom. Get your head up now. You've got two players in there and Sonny Johnson.
Come on,
Dominic! Dom, Solanke. Dom, Solanke. 65 million down the drain. Dom Solanke scores again. Come on!
Oh, yes!
Cucurella got that scared of Romero.
Finally gets some service.
Look at that. And fair play to Johnson. Nicks the ball, the pressure. Cucurella was all over the shop. Great composure from Brennan Johnson. And do you know what? I criticise the guy for not being able to cross it. It's a beautiful delivery. Dom Solanke reads it, gets in front of his man and pokes it home. Come on, Tottenham.
From the hairball. What a finish from Dom as well.
65 million down the drain. Dom Solanke scores again.
Oh, this is the type of service he needs. This is what I'm saying, everybody. Just
come on
into the box, whip it into the big man, the big Dom, the big donk. He puts it in. What a finish. Come on, lads. 1-0 to the good. Great start.
Dom Solanke. Come on, Jacko.
Oh, thank you to the hairball for slipping up as well. Thanks to him.
Woo, let's go. What a
Great
goal.
job.
What a start. What a day to be alive. Come on, Spurs. They don't want it.
Look at Kulu here, pressing like a madman. He's ready to run through three walls like Davo.
Oh, they're nervous. We've got to get a second here.
Got to put them under the cosh. You have to get them rattled.
Oh, Cucurella, he slipped. Brilliant. Do you know what it was? It just the presence of Romero on the pitch made him nervous.
Come on, lads. Basuma over.
Don't you dare, ref. Don't you dare. Oh, that's the start we needed. We are mongrels today. We are the underdogs, fully embraced. We are mongrels. Oh, go on, get the pressure on again. Oh, unlucky. Chelsea trying to play through it here now. Enzo goes out wide. Jadon Sancho running at us. Swing your head, Udogie.
Into Pedro.
Swing your head, Udogie.
Out wide to Jackson now. Back post, cleared away by Destiny. Pedro clears. Come on, lads. Now we got to push up here. Nicholas Jackson, a little bit of space. Well done by the wrong. Oh, wait. Kulu.
Oh, well done. Basuma. Good run. Ref.
Sir! It's a yellow card, maybe? Tactical?
What a start. What a start.
Everyone's saying fantastic movement.
We are mongrels in the chat. Let's get it going today.
Greeny saying fantastic movement.
Yeah. What a start.
Guess what happens when you give your striker service, says Daniel Arson.
I mean, Jack, how long have we been speaking about it, right? You feed the guy. Feed him. Give him the opportunity.
I mean, this guy gets like one cross every 3 games, it feels like.
Oh, no.
Spurs fans, we can never have nice things. Can never
It's
have nice
happening
things.
again. It's happening again, Spurs fans. Romero's fucked. Why?
He's going to try to push through it. He's going to try to push through it.
Oh, Radu, you better be ready. Oh, no, that's a softball from Sonny to give away. Romero's tanked. Can he get there?
Well done,
Oh,
Rom.
what a tackle. Never question the
Star.
man.
Oh, I took too long there. Sorry, did poorly there.
Well done, Van de Ven. Just
what
get
a
it cleared.
clearance.
Come on, Mickey.
Nearly scored from the clearance. He could have caught Sanchez out.
If he was playing rugby, he'd be snapped up as a kicker. Get the pressure on.
Oh, look at Dom here. Just running.
Oh,
look at the pressure from Dominic
Sanchez
Solanke
just
there.
puts it out for a throw, and he's
You want to
rattled.
put that guy under pressure. You want to put Sanchez under pressure. He is an absolute ropey goalkeeper. Trust me.
Maresca's not happy with him whatsoever. If we can just get the press on them and not give them time to settle, they're going to give us mistakes.
Into
Kulu.
Kulu.
Tries to battle his way through. It's out. Well done, Mickey. Van de Ven. Get up there. Romulus unlucky.
Unlucky.
Star.
Oh, well, Mickey again. Oh, what defending from Mickey. Schools Cole Palmer.
I thought he was about to go on his run there.
Get there, Sonny. Come on, lad.
Now your turn, Doji. Everyone have a bite. Come on. We're hungry.
Well done, son.
We're fighting. We are fighting for that cockerel. It's good pressure from Tottenham. It's relentless. How long can we keep it going? That's why we need to try and get a quick second.
William McKenzie, did Dyer kick that one? There's an absolute moonshot.
Oh, he's ballooned it straight off.
Get it in Solanke. Kulu, man on.
Go to it. He's ballooned it straight off his own player. How have we not capitalized? Don't foul him, Doji.
Get onto it, Kulu.
Well
done,
Kulu.
Lad. Just won't stick with Kulu.
Sar, take him. Take him,
Sar.
Sar.
Lad. Dom, get in there.
And Kulu. Everyone biting. Come on, keep going.
Put the pressure on Dom.
Put pressure on. Colwell. Out to Cucurella. He's getting
Johnson.
Johnson's on him. Porro on the press. Now it's Basuma's turn. Good challenge.
Oh, he slipped again.
On.
Well done, Johnson.
He's rattled.
Oh, Porro, lovely.
Kulu. Shoot.
Come on, Kulu.
Shoot. Kulu. Yes! Yes! It's the Christmas miracle! Oh, it's Dejan Kulu Messi, baby. It's Dejan Kulu Messi. Cucurella running to change his studs.
He's rattled. He's changing boots.
He's rattled.
Out the pram.
He's rattled. Give me a ginger from Sweden. Number 21, and he plays on the wing. Give me a ginger from Sweden. Number 21, his name is Kulu Messi.
Oh, he slipped again.
Come on.
2 Cucurella slips lead to 2 Spurs goals. What is going on here?
We are capable of it. We are always capable of it. Come on.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, 310 people in the house. Keep smashing that like button if you want more. More. How'd you like it? Come on. We've got a super chat from Andy Tempel. He's gone with the KO Jack, the sucker punch. Cucurella's rattled, isn't he?
Absolute Mortal Kombat KO.
Johnson again on him, like a hot snot, like a fly round shit. Come on.
King Hoddle saying bipolar FC cooking.
We love it. We're here for it.
Come on, the lads. Come on, the boys. And it's been given as well. Looks like it's been confirmed. 2-0 up. Come on.
Has Drew Zilla gifted out more memberships? Have I missed that?
Maybe. Did that happen? I'm not sure. I think it was just such a huge Sonny!
Oh!
That's
it! Oh, you shoot! No! Oh! So close.
Nearly.
The two of us sound like little choir girls right now, so high pitched with the excitement. Sonny to Adoji gets a shot right across the 6-yard box, so close. Oh, Postecoglou was about to go berserk. He was about to blow his load. Drew Zilla, I think, might have gifted 10 more memberships. I think he might have. It doesn't actually say in the chat who they've gone to, though, Drew. That's the problem.
I don't think.
Hey,
I don't think that. I don't think
oh,
he. I don't. That is very generous of him, though. But I don't think. I think it's just still up
oh,
there because, like I said, it was just so generous that I think it stays up for a while. Um.
people are
Oh my
buzzing.
lord, everybody. We people want more though. People want more. How you like it? How you like it? More, more,
Uh,
more. We're not. How? What are we like? 3 minutes in.
13
13
minutes
minutes.
in.
Feels like it's only been 3 minutes.
But we were doing this to them at our place last year before the sending offs and the injuries.
Absolutely. This time we've just put the nail in the coffin. Hopefully. Come on, lads.
Yeah, who?
It's
I
going to be a
wonder how long it's
basketball
going to
game.
take
It's going to be
social
an
media.
NBA game. It's going
I
to be an
wonder
NBA
how long
game.
it's going to take social media to put up Cucarella's Christmas list with new boots as top priority
Uh,
on it. Can't wait for socials tonight if we win this.
we're
Oh
not going to
no!
have nice things. Yeah, we're not going to have nice things. I knew it.
Oh,
It can only last for so long. Spurs enjoyment can only last for so long. It can only last for so long.
right, come on, Radu. We need a game from the gods today, buddy. All you got to do is defend and put that big 6'7" mallet to the ball.
Huge performance from Dragon.
Oh, Romero's gone again. He knows it.
Can you?
Oh,
Here's the thing, though. Maybe
oh
to the
look at
Cootie
me.
haters, just quickly to the Cootie haters. Can those Argentina sort of accusations be? Are those fair anymore? The fact that he probably pushed himself for this game has had to come off here again. You know what I mean, Dave? Like Romero,
Oh,
like
look,
he probably was like 50% for this game if he's coming off this quickly.
well,
You
it
know,
shows though, doesn't it? Maybe that's what I was saying before the game. I question how fit, could they both come off? Well, that's Romero already come off, and he looks frustrated. But you know what? One thing you can't question is commitment. He put himself out there for the battle and
yeah.
on the front line, Jack. And look, you can see what I mean, how frustrated he is, how upset he is. What I would say is, Romulus, don't worry, I'll be round later on. I'll massage you down. We'll have one of them. What's them drinks they like drinking out there?
Yeah, get a little matcha in, Dave. Get a
Yeah,
little
macho. We'll have a
yerba
good long
mate.
chat, man. Don't worry, I'm a believer. I'm a Ron bomber.
Get the mate. Cole Palmer skills pass. But all I would say is, maybe the people that like to make those comments about him, preferring Argentina over Spurs and that sort of thing. I mean, he did push himself
God,
for this game.
oh, they're so rattled. They are
I
so.
can't believe Cucurella changed his boots. Like, that is hilarious.
You think it would have changed him the first time he slipped? You know what I mean? Let alone give us a
No,
goal for the
yeah,
second time.
absolutely. Fraser, oh, lovely from Sonny. Lovely header from
Oh, well
Sonny.
done, Dom. Good take.
Oh,
I
Dom is
mean,
offside. Or
it's
Sonny
just
was.
general knowledge, like what studs to wear for what weather. Do you know what I mean? It's just general knowledge that as a professional footballer.
Roy
Let's just
Viken saying, I was at the stadium last year against this team. We were up 2 and lost. Reminder of that,
yeah.
boys. I don't think we went 2 up, though.
No, maybe we did. I think we did. No,
I
we
think we were
scored.
only 1 up, I thought.
Maybe
But
one
like,
up. Maybe one up. I don't know. But anyway, it's similar. We're
it
all
is
in and around
similar.
the same conversation, just different score lines. But we all get what each other
Still
means.
very
No,
much a possibility. That is for sure.
we can't take them risks, Adoji. Well done. Great fucking defending. Who was that? Was that Johnson or Porro? Well done. Radu's just got to keep it calm. He's just got to slot in there like nothing's happened.
Sonny.
The rest get about
Sar and Sonny calming it down. Well done, lads.
That's it. Just get the focus. Now, not too calm.
You don't need to pass to Fraser. Remember, we want to try to avoid that.
It's not time to light the cigars yet.
Mickey into Sonny. Sonny, good ball.
Leave it for him.
Oh, what a ball again from Sonny Kulu. Oh.
Unlucky. It's a good tackle.
It is a good challenge.
Go on, Dom. That's yours. All day.
2 good passes building out from Sonny there. Catching Chelsea out. Get out there, Johnson. Come on, lad. Everyone's going to need to dig deep. Everyone's going to need to dig for each other.
Sancho, come on, Porro, bury him.
Come on, Radu. Oh, he's a little slow there, Radu. Oh, of course.
Fuck off, Porro. That's shit defending. That is shit defending.
Of course.
That is shit. Porro just allowed him to walk on the inside there.
I think Radu there as well, though, looked like a little slow. Look at Radu here for me. Of course. It's just going to be an NBA game. Look at Radu for me. Like, he just...
Porro, the two of them, and Radu, it's all piss poor. It's...
Oh, 3 players get beat there. 3 players. Forster as well.
Not one of them went in to put a challenge in. Shocking.
Hits off the post, so maybe it was a good finish. Jeez, talk about against the run of play as well. But
that's just that's our joy over.
Back to nerves, and we'll take. Oh, sir!
To the ground, right in front of you.
He's literally just being kicked in the ground there. Don't lose our heads, though. Come on, lads.
No, yeah,
Even
you're
as a
right.
fan base, come on. Let's still enjoy. No reason to lose your heads.
That's not free. Where was that 2 seconds ago, Radu?
Yeah, jeez.
Wrong timing.
I just think you would say all three of them just do poorly there. Like three
Mm.
players, letting him get by.
Well, he runs between Johnson and Porro unchallenged, and then Radu just allows him to run across him again unchallenged.
Well done, Basuma.
Don't you dare, ref.
Every
It's a
single
fair
time, Anthony Taylor
challenge.
just there to babysit. Cole Palmer, Megs Basuma as well. Get back, Basuma. Come on, lad.
Chelsea are just growing into confidence now after that goal. We've got to try and get the ball and keep it for a spell of possession. Take the sting out. It's a ball over the top. Van de Ven does very well there. Oh, that's took the sting out of my joy.
It's just their first shot as well. It's just,
Yeah,
of
it's
course. It just shows, like I said, Dave, I feel like any other team I watch, they're just so much more clinical than we are. Like, those are the chances, that they're taking. Sancho gets one little bit of room like that. He just buries it. It's just ruthless. I wish we had that sort of ability in us.
Mistakes, though. It's simple. You just don't allow that shot to come in. You know they possess the ability, so you got to get out and close them down. It's just so frustrating. It's just,
Come on, Sonny.
Sonny's so close to intercepting that.
Well done, Sar. Into
Good ball,
Swanky. Took the wrong turn. Turned the wrong way.
Come on, get Belief back in the press again.
There you go, Sar.
They're out again. They've got the overlap on Porro's side. They're going to keep using it. Wait.
Terrible cross. Is that from Sancho?
Yeah.
Shocking. Sar nearly had that. It's going to be an NBA game, Dave. It's going to be crazy. Yeah. Dom.
He's handballed that. It's hit his hand. It's a joke. Come on, Spurs. Don't stop believing. Start getting on the press again. It's where we're turning it over. We're killing them.
Yeah, that's how we were hurting them. That's how we rattled them. Well done, Dom. Come on, lads. Over the top. He looks on.
Where's Radu? Why is Van de Ven having to come all the way across here? Jackson. No.
Oh, my Lord. Nearly
well
two.
Done.
Kulu.
Well done, Kulu. That's a free ref. Well done, Kulu, relieving the pressure. So we've got to get grips with Sancho down that side. You can't keep letting them put the ball down there and allowing them to put balls in the box. Someone has to get to grips. You got to speak to Johnson and tell him to tuck in for 5 minutes, maybe. Just to give Porro a dig out. It's not on Johnson, but just to give Porro a dig out. Someone needs to get across there and help him for 5 minutes.
Sure.
Quell the threat.
Just on the goal from earlier, Dave, do you also think Vicario would have saved that?
Probably. It's hit off the post, though.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Was it just perfectly placed?
Well done, Sonny.
Sonny skins Caicedo there.
Good ball
does really
Kulu.
well. Plays
Keep
it down the line
Kulu.
to Kulusevski.
Don't just throw it in there. No one in there.
All right, that's all right.
Corner kick. Radu and Van de Ven. One of them have to get on the end of this. Let's make up for it. Let's go and get a third.
Oh, jeez. Got away with that one.
Big time.
Again, Radu, just a little bit flat-footed, I feel like, 2 times.
We are so lucky fucking Cole Palmer kicked fresh air there. Let's see if we can go nick one here. Sonny. It's going to be an in-swinger. Oh.
Not a bad spot, actually.
Nearly at the near post.
Well done, Sonny.
Good win. Kulu picks it up.
He's huffing and puffing, Kulu. I just feel like it's not working out for him today.
No. They're on the break. It's a 3-on-2.
Well done, Sonny. Well done, Sonny. Tracking back, lad.
Who tackled there? Was that a Doji? That was unbelievable.
I think he's been solid defensively.
Hey, Johnson. Go on, Johnson. Go at Cucurella.
Oh, please don't tell me you overhit it. Please don't tell me you overhit it again.
He's going to pull someone's hamstring by doing that. Digs it out.
Oh!
Go on, Kulu. Come on, get after it, Tottenham. It's a switch of play. You got to win that. Well done.
Battle Pedro. Battle Pedro.
Well
There you
done.
go, lad.
It's more
Well
like
done,
it.
Pedro. Simon Goalie 4-4, anyone? Yeah, probably at halftime.
He's got that written all over it, you know.
It feels very similar, not the exact same, but it feels pretty similar to one of the games I watched, which was Bayern versus Barcelona this year, where it was just like you just didn't know what the score was going to be by halftime. You're like, this could be 6-0. And the Sonny behind, he's
You've
got
got
Johnson
Johnson as well.
behind.
What
Come
can
on,
you do?
Sonny.
Go yourself. Trust your foot. Sonny!
Shocking from Sonny, man. He had Johnson as well. He had Johnson. I feel like that's poor from him. He's actually had a really good. He's had a good game, Sonny.
Skinning him every time he gets the ball. He's just going at him and skinning him. Just
To be fair, I'm
I'm
probably being harsh because I think Kulu's probably had better chances than that, but he's got to do better there, Sonny. For me,
you got to take the next opportunity that comes our way. You got to take it. You got to keep this buffer.
See, but you know what I mean? Like Jadon Sancho, Dave, like he buries that quarter of a chance from outside the box, and we get those, and we just blaze it over the bar. That's my thing. Other teams just seem so much more clinical than us. Destiny. But I will say, Sonny has been bright creatively in this game. He has been very good building out the back for us.
Very good in possession. You get one ball away and that's it. Van de Ven takes responsibility, tries to bloom it.
Come on, Radu. Good challenge. He's handballed that, ref. He's handballed that.
Well done, Bissouma. Sonny.
He's handballed it, ref.
Fair challenge.
He's literally handballed it there. He tried to pick it up.
Come on, Spurs. Gotta go.
William McKenzie, it's so open. Get control for F's sake. I don't know if it's going to be that sort of game until maybe second half. Second half, you might start to see some more control in the game. But I think it's almost like a heavyweight battle, like two guys just throwing slugs after slugs at each other and see which one's standing.
We've got to score the next goal in this game. It has to be us. We have to put ourselves back in that.
We have to keep slugging. We have to keep. It will be dangerous and it'll be sketchy, but we have to keep playing the way we are. Daniel Larson, I'm definitely going to pass out after this game.
What an explosive start to the game. Ref, he's already got his hands round like he's ready to marry him, for fuck's sake. I mean, what chance does he have? Has he given us the free?
Yeah, he must have.
Yes, well done, referee.
It's funny that I've seen Dominic Solanke be fouled a lot more than that, though, in a game, which is when you think about it, and the referee tells him to get up.
Dom is fighting. You're absolutely right, Simon. He's fighting with his nuts off, man. Sonny. He's looking sharp.
Someone make a run for him. He had time. He wanted to whip in the cross. Radu gives it out wide to Brennan. You need to move your ass out there, Brennan, man. He was looking for that pass. Good hold up. Well done.
Brilliant play between him and Porro. Can he find Kulu? Find Kulu. Back to Kulu. Kulu bundles his way through. Oh.
It's the move. He handballed it. No, he handballed it.
Oh, why didn't Johnson play Kulu, though? He's just got to feed it back inside.
He did.
Yeah,
he should have. A Kulu there from here, though, maybe. He didn't handball. It hit off his chest, or that's what the referee called, Dave.
He's got to use Kulu there. Chelsea pump it long. Doji, you got to win that. Well done. Now Bissouma, don't lose it there. Oh, Bissouma. Not the time, nor the place.
Come on, lads. We need to be clinical.
Solanke on the press. Now Kulu, Sarr following suit. It's a ball over the top. You got to deal with that, Radu. You can't allow him to hold you there. Well done, Porro. Oh, why? Why have you given that away? For fuck's sake. Well done, Porro. Kulu now trying to press. It's gone all the way back to Colwell. Caicedo out to Cole Palmer. He's got Pedro Neto. He uses him. Stupid.
Silly foul from Destiny. Stupid free kick. I agree, Ray Hill.
You've already got the physical contact there with him. You just got to keep going with him. You don't need to foul him there then.
Why doesn't Kulu try a shot first time? That's what I thought he should have tried, to be honest. I think he should have just shot it. I think Johnson sort of ruined the move by not playing him originally, but I think from there, Kulu has to try to just improvise and think about a shot. Because it's bouncing up for him inside the 6-yard box practice. Like, if you get sweet contact on that, it's going in the net. It's a difficult skill though. Like, he would have to go for almost like a karate style Zlatan sort of hit, but I do think that would have been a better choice.
Got to deal with this set piece now. I'm sure they're going to have some sort of trickery here. Fraser needs to stay switched on. Cole Palmer's going to have a good delivery. Senzo Fernandez takes it. It's okay. Let that go out for a goal kick. Get out for a fucking goal kick. Yes.
Who keeps throwing stuff into the...
It's the stuff from the T4.
Oh, okay. Radu in behind for Kulu. Great ball.
Well take.
Great touch as well. You're right. Kulu, it's just not sticking with him today, I feel like, Dave. Like I said, not the ball just not bouncing his way, or just touch has been off. Oh.
Who left that in on him?
Sar, I believe. There's not really a lot in that. There's really not anything in that, ref.
Free kick, fine, but that's not a yellow card. He's kicked Sar, if anything. Oh, you can see this unraveling, can't you? Just picking up stupid yellows and that.
Come on, lads.
Get after it, Dom. That's it, Dom. Get the pressure on. Now you, Sonny. It's not where they want the ball.
There we go.
There we go.
We need to put them under pressure. They are not good playing out from the back. They're just not.
Doggy into Solanke. It's a poor return, but he does well. Now that's a free, ref. How's he not giving that? Porro, get out and close him down. Jackson pulls it back. One he is.
Done.
Kulu now to carry again. What can he do? Looks up, finds Dom Solanke. That's a free. Well on, Dom. We don't want advantage. Gives it to us, Porro.
Why would we keep playing on there? Kulu's got to just pick up the ball there. Kulu's just got to pick up the ball. Porro. Come on, lads.
Stay on side, Johnson.
Find Solanke. Oh, he's in.
Two of them are on side.
Kulu, man, play him.
Oh, no.
And he's giving it away, Kulu, lad. What are you doing, bro? Come on, man. Step up.
Cole Palmer in a dangerous position. What's he going to do? He's going to shoot. We're allowing him to. Fraser forced the bounce straight back to Neto. Neto cops in.
Well done, Fraser.
In. Mickey Van de Ven clears. You can't.
Fucking hell.
Why are we allowing him to shoot like that? First, they're going mad, asking the question, why aren't you closing them down?
It's not the great. The second save is a lot better from Forster. Second save is very good. First save was a little sketchy, the way he parried it.
Second save was a great save. It's another switch of play. You got to get out there. One of yours, Porro and Johnson. Well done. Two of them there this time. That's better. Forcing Cucurella backwards. Colwell. Dom Solanke getting the pressure on him.
Well done, Dom.
Can he... Oh, unlucky.
Come on, man.
That's it. Get the pressure on Sanchez. Well done. He's off. Come on, Spurs. Let's build an attack. Back to front. Let's go and score the third. George says this game is a lottery. It is right now at the minute anyway.
Oh, no. Well done.
Someone look for it.
Sir. Ref.
Oh, let's have a look at this.
Ref.
Let's have a look at this from Casado. That looked dirty. The ref is taking his time to think about it. No further action? No. Let's have a look at that again.
Whoa! I mean, Romero. Reminds you
Yeah,
of
well,
Romero
in
of last
fairness.
season. Reminds you of Romero from
Yep, that's red.
whoa! Reminds you of Romero from
Yeah,
last
we've seen red
season.
cards for that this season. We've seen red cards for that this season.
How is
Come
that
on,
not a
Bar.
red? Not
Come
even a
on, Bar.
yellow. Not even a yellow
Not even
card.
a yellow. You taking the biscuit.
Not even a yellow card.
Van der Ven,
Over
great
the
ball
top,
over the
the
top.
star.
Star. Well done.
Not even a
Corner
yellow
kick.
card.
That's a joke. That is disgraceful. That is
Jared,
absolutely
I mean, it's a
disgraceful.
bad combo, Dave, because Jared Gillette, I think, hates us. The VAR guy, the Australian guy, hates us. We've seen before that he doesn't give us calls. And then also Anthony Taylor there. No, I mean, that's absurd.
I don't understand how VAR's missed that. Like, we've seen plenty of players. We got Romero sent off for it. Liverpool player was sent off for it last year against us. Fernandes sent off for it against us this year. How's that not a red card?
He hates Pop Matasari. He's not even allowing him to get in Sanchez's way.
Right, let's see if we can make something from this corner kick. Use that anger. Go and bury the ball in the back of the net. No better way to respond. Sonny, can he find a good delivery here?
Oh, it's off the post, off the bar from Sar.
Off the bar.
Oh, my Lord. It's off the bar.
Oh, so close. He's 2 yards out. Oh, he's got to score. He's got to score. He's 2 yards out. Oh, we've got to score. We have to score that.
Come on, Pop. 34 minutes in.
What a game it's been, though. We've done well for the first 34 minutes here. We pick it up again. Start to Dom Solanke to Sonny. You got to finish. Sonny, you got to score. You've got to score, Solanke.
We can't finish, man. We can't finish.
How are we not punishing them? We got to punish them.
Someone, Radu, man, he's so flat-footed today.
Oh, we got to score. That's two great opportunities from 4
We've
yards.
had multiple. No, it's been more than two, Dave. It's been more than two. It's been
well
more than 2
minutes to kill them, to really take the game back under control. Oh, we got to take them, man. Cole Palmer onto Neto. Neto now running that Destiny Adoji, who's already on a yellow. Is he?
Well done, Destiny.
Well
I don't think he
done.
is. No, I don't think he is.
I didn't get yellow.
I think Sar did. Sar's on a yellow, but Caicedo isn't.
Kulu. Hold that. Destiny's gone. Oh, Kulu. He's been poor. He's been poor today. Neto.
Dave, Sar is on a yellow, but Caicedo isn't.
That's a joke, lad. It's a joke, really, when you think about it. Caicedo's is the exact same challenge, if not worse.
Well done, Kulu. Come on, Sonny. Destiny. Got to move for each other, lads. No standing. No standing, please. Come on, Sonny, man. What is that touch? Guys, that's all from standing, though. That's all from standing. You need to move for each other.
Johnson, why are you only getting back now? No foul. No foul. Cucurella.
Push, boys. Come on.
Oh, it's too easy.
Pedro.
They're all stood there flat-footed. Good defending from Van der Ven. It's fucking world-class defending. Come on, get out there now. Get the pressure on. If we do this now, we're sitting in now. We're not good at this. Neto. Force backwards. Chelsea recycle it well.
Push out, Pedro.
Cucurella. That's why we have to take them chances, Jack.
Oh, we've had
so many.
Because
then you got 2-goal buffer, like two of them from 4 yards out in a row.
We even had chances. We even had chances before we got our first.
Got to take them chances.
Jack trying to wind up Dave. What did I do, Al asking? Love you though. What did I do? Probably with the Pop Matasari thing versus the with the referee. Probably something to do with that. I mean, it winds up anybody.
Right, let's get after it. Dude, just get this in. 7 minutes to halftime. Plus however long it took Cucurella to change his boots.
I wish I got a second look at that Dom chance.
Oh, we nick it.
This first touch for. Well done from Basuma. What a challenge. On to Kulu now.
Man on. Good ball back. Destiny. Oh, Lord, Destiny
Oh,
is
there were no
dodgy.
options for him, though. There was nobody open.
Radu, stop retreating. It's one man.
And he still lets him run off him. Still
Keep
lets
it
him
in.
run off him.
It's poor. He's come into this
I
goal.
know it's a bad giveaway from Destiny, but to be honest, he didn't really have options. Like Kulu didn't get open, and then Basuma wasn't open, Sonny wasn't open. No one was really open for him.
Thing is, Jackson is on his own. By us dropping off, we actually allow him time to get the runners up and play them passes. Go at him, get in, get stuck in. He's not skillful. Stewards are
This is
getting
great.
fucked off now.
This is great, actually. This is the atmosphere we're looking for, boys.
Well, there's a big fine coming for the club. Daniel Levy's going to hate that.
Those fans, once the fans hear that, they're going to throw more. Whipped in, cleared away, I think by Dom.
Don't allow him to cross. Well done. Kulu on the press. Now Johnson. Now Dom. Nice intent there from Dom. He's the only one that actually goes out with a bit of intensity.
Neto.
Dodgy does well to marshal him back inside.
I think he's been solid defensively, actually, the last 2 games.
Colwell out to Cucurella. Johnson, you've got to sprint at him every time he fucking gets it. He's already given you 2 opportunities off him. Get out. Come on. 40 minutes. 40-minute mark. Tottenham 2-1 to the good. We didn't think we'd be in this position. Come on, Spurs. Let's take the positives. Let's go.
Jack never mentioned moon boots once. What do you mean? Why would I mention moon boots? Pick up TJ. Okay, good to see you, man.
I'm not going to lie, Radu ain't filling me with confidence.
No, I feel like he's been so flat-footed.
Just sluggish. Van der Ven, good ball.
Oh, lovely from Sonny.
Destiny Adoji, it's opened up. Use it. Look at that luscious green grass. Fucking why are you giving it away? So
Why'd you wait 10 years, to play that?
So frustrating, man. These breakaways. Come on, Tottenham. Chelsea setting it up again. Casado. On the ball. Cole Palmer dropping deep to get it. That's where we want him. Keep dropping back there. It's not bad as Sheila, is it?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, come on, lads. Chance here. Mickey Van de Ven. Got him behind. Oh,
good challenge from Radu. That's fucking brilliant. The Dragon. That is brilliant. Open up the legs there. Stuck with him. It's a few times, though. There's going to be a goal come off that. That's a few times he's had that.
Wow, what a challenge from Radu there.
And to not give away at him there as well, that's fucking magnificent. I'd argue that's almost come back off him. That. Oh, no. Oh,
we can't.
Radu's holding the ankle, everybody out there. Now stay switched on.
T-Lady, get warm.
Spurs fans clearly don't like Cole Palmer anyway. Oh, he's throwing a piece of paper back. Come on, Lino, we'll have a red card for that. You're not allowed to do that. Look, that's another one. Oh, the Lino's got one in the head.
Man, he hates Pop Montessori. I feel like he just keeps coming up to him, Anthony Taylor.
Sonny's been called over. The ref asking him, get a grip of it. What do you want him to do? Fuck off.
King Huddle Caicedo should be off. Yeah, he should.
Huh?
Yeah, everyone's mad at us. I mean, I don't like that they've been doing it as long as this. Like, I do think it's a little ridiculous at this point to still be throwing them. But to be honest, like, if anyone's ever been to Italy, good clearance from Dom. Cleared off the line.
Look, if it slows them down.
Has anyone ever watched if you've ever watched a Serie A game or a La Liga game, this is not unfamiliar.
They've done a
So
lot
this
worse.
is not Turkey as well. Like the flares being thrown onto the pitch. Like even just recently, I saw a Fiorentina game where they just constantly were throwing flares at the players. Not saying it's good or that I condone it, but it's actually almost child's play in comparison to what you might get from from other fan bases. Not saying I
Holes are
condone it.
starting to appear. The holes are starting to appear. Cole Palmer. Oh no, it's a good ball in. Well done, Van de Ven. 2 minutes to halftime. We need instructions at halftime. We need to get this to halftime. The holes are starting to appear now when they're getting forward. Jesus Christ.
I just can't believe there's still more.
Oh, good.
I can't believe there's more. Like, who hasn't thrown theirs yet? That's what I
I
want.
know, yeah, it's mad. Cole Palmer with another delivery. Back post. Does he overhit it? No, he hasn't. It's pulled back. Good defending again. Cucurella looking to wind up.
Well done,
good pressure.
Kulu. Good pressure from Sar and Kulu there, Dave, I thought.
Yeah, brilliant. Come on, Spurs. Van de Ven.
Poor from Van de Ven. Poor.
Oh, well
done.
done.
What strength. Sonny, that's poor. 2 hospital passes in a row. Come on, lads.
Well done,
Basuma.
Basuma.
Unlucky. Unlucky.
We need halftime. We're starting to get a bit erratic, a bit sloppy. We're losing our concentration now. We need halftime. Come on, ref. Get us there. Blow it up. It's Casado with a delivery. It's all the way out to Jadon Sancho. Don't let him fucking shoot. Learn your lesson. Good closing down. Cole Palmer plays the ball to now. Good interception from Sonny. Fraser, well done. How many he's added on? 2 minutes here. We're just starting to lose our way a little bit. Everyone's starting to look a little bit flat-footed here. Sar onto Destiny Adoji. Adoji clips it into Dom.
Well done, Solanke. Well
Sonny,
done, Sonny.
Kulu, hold that.
Find Brennan.
Tries to. It's not the execution.
Or is he trying to catch a goalkeeper out? I'm not sure.
No, I think he was trying to bend it. He had a look up. I think he was trying to bend it.
I'd say he's just Kulu, like, it's just a lot of huff and puff from him. Like, he's trying hard. I just don't think he's executing much of anything.
He scored, didn't he, actually? He scored a second.
He scored the goal, but apart from that, I would say...
Oh! Kulu so close. No way, ref. If you're not going to give the one on Sar, don't you dare. Hopefully this will see us through to halftime here now.
Romero still got the shin pads on. Romero getting no treatment, sitting on the bench. I don't think he doesn't want it. I think he wants to watch the game.
There's no way they're giving that. Jesus Christ. Come on, stop showing it.
And he's holding his head.
What a pussy. Oh, my Lord. Jesus
He was looking around. He didn't know who to look for.
Jesus.
He was trying to find, like, his mom or something after getting hit in the head in the crowd. Like, jeez.
He wants mommy to kiss it better. Neto, force backwards. Just force them backwards this half, Tottenham. We only a few seconds to go. Gone out. Ref, blow it up now. Get us into halftime. 2-1 to the good. Look, you're cold. You don't want to be out there any longer. Come on, Andy. Great time wasting from Destiny. Well done.
Oh, nervy game, everybody. It's an NBA game, very much so. Please send in your thoughts. Please send in your reactions. Give us your talking points, please, everybody. We'd be happy to bring it up. Just quickly, though, we do have to talk about NordVPN. It is the sponsor for these game days, for these watch-alongs, for these pre-match build-ups. Dave, you did an excellent plug earlier. I'm going to try my best to do something similar. Please, everybody, go to the top of the chat. You can get yourself 2-year plan 4 extra months free using our code FLATCAP over at NordVPN. Gets yourself a VPN code. You can get cheaper streaming services. You don't have to go any dodgy websites to have to watch Spurs games. In case also you're looking to watch any football afterwards. I know there's a good Lazio versus Napoli game. You can move yourself over to the USA, pick up a streaming service for nice and cheap. You don't have to worry about paying an extra 90, $100 a month. You can move yourself about the world, make your football enjoyment a lot cheaper, as well as also a lot more enjoyable. Also, as well, just anytime that you're moving about the place, going to a different country, it's nice to know that you can just move yourself back to the country that you're from. So you don't have to worry about what sort of streaming service you need or anything like that. I'm going to be traveling soon. People are going to be traveling soon to different countries. You're going to probably have to watch a Spurs game from a different location. Use your VPN and you should be all secure. And then last thing, and definitely important, it does just make your life a lot more secure. When it comes to public Wi-Fi's, people trying to steal data, phishing emails, all that type of thing is actually kind of prevented by your VPN. It makes your life, your data, your bank details, card details, all that a lot more secure. So please, everybody, head on over to NordVPN, use our code FLATCAP, and get yourself a 2-year plan. Get 4 extra months free. You get also a 30-day money day back guarantee, so you can get a return on it. And also as well, you can share it up to 10 devices. All you need is just one account. But everybody, let's get into this game. Dave, perfect performance from Spurs. The only criticism, just not burying our chances. But I've gotten way too used to that at this point. It's something that I've brought up so many times I could be blue in the face. It's something up with us. I just don't think we're a clinical team. And you even look at that moment that Jadon Sancho took, right? Like that was just such a well taken goal. And Chelsea, I mean, yes, they've had maybe some opportunities to pick up the second, but for the most part, we have created the majority of the chances. I think we've created the better chances in this game. And Spurs, that's the only criticism you would have. It's just they didn't get that third when they probably could have. And even when we scored the first goal, I think we had wasted some chances before we even scored the first goal. But for the most part, what a performance. It looks like they're playing for Ange.
Well, look, I mean, that was one of the questions after some of the previous performance. Are these players for Ange? Of course they are. You look at that performance out there, it's been one hell of an effort from everybody. Look, I'm a bit torn, Jack. Don't get me wrong. Coming into this game, if you told me 2-1 at halftime, would you take it? I'd absolutely snap your hands off. None of us seen this coming. We all come into it fearing the worst. And I'm absolutely buzzing to be in here at 2-1 with the game in our hands. However, there's some stuff where I've seen in the first half where it's like, are we learning our lessons? We're still a bit naive. The Jadon Sancho goal. Before that, everyone's there calm down. In fact, they got so calm they stood off Jadon Sancho and let him score. After that, towards the end of the half, we lost our way. Gaps were opening. They were getting some chances. And then up the other end, Jack, we're just not being clinical enough. Papa Matsar hit the bar from 2 yards out. And then Dom Solanke misses from 4 yards out. They're the chances you've got to take to put the game back in your control. It's going to be a massive second half. We're in the ascendancy. Let's try and push on and get this win. We have to score the next goal. Next goal in this game is so important. You already look at it. We've dealt with adversity. Romero's gone off injured. Papa Matasar got a yellow that shouldn't be a yellow. They should have got a red card that wasn't. So there's similarities to the game last year. But are we going to learn our lessons from last year, kick on in this second half, and put the game beyond doubt? Are we going to shoot ourselves in the foot again and allow Chelsea back in? For me, it's hard to know because we don't have that leaders. But this is where you do need someone within the squad to really step up, take grip in the situation, really start barking orders, saying, guys, we can't let this, we can't let this slip. We got to go on and take this. These are there for the take, and we are opening them up going forward. We just have to be clinical. We have to take that next chance. Stay switched on at the back. We've done some great last-ditch defending. Ideally, I don't want to rely on that, Jack. I'd like to try and turn the ball over in other areas if we can. But all in all, it's been a very good half. We've had a performance from the gods so far. Let's hope we can keep it going in the second half, Jack, because we look motivated, we look hungry, and we couldn't be in a better position.
No, we look so motivated. And for the most part, I think we've also seen some really good individual performances. I do feel like, Sonny's actually looked a lot better this game. He's probably guilty, though, of being one of the guys that did waste that opportunity. I remember Davey had that little opening there, had Brennan Johnson, decided to go for the shot, but missed it. But I would say Sonny's been really good playing out from the back. He's actually been pretty sharp in possession. I think Basuma and Sarr are working their tail off defensively. I think they've been
Van de
absolutely
Ven's been
great.
amazing.
Van de
defensively.
Ven's been amazing. Destiny Udogie, I think, has actually been better than Pedro Porro in this game, especially defensively wise. I think there have been a lot of really good individual performances. I think Dom Solanke, for the most part, has been good. We're seeing that hold up play, seeing that work rate. It's just about taking that next chance, Dave, because the Spurs team, they always leave themselves a bit open. We're always gonna, give a team maybe that little bit of a leeway back into the game in two different ways. Just the way that we play with a very high line. We do kind of, give teams opportunities in transition. But the other way we just leave teams in it is just we don't put them away. We create chance after chance after chance, but we just waste them and we don't end up actually even getting always a good enough shot on goal. We don't even put the keeper under that much pressure. And I just really hope that we just don't end up having to say that again, like we have so many times this season and so many other times where we are playing well. We do, in my opinion, only my opinion, look like the better team, but we need to show that by just putting away some of these chances and putting
And
away whatever comes in the second half here. And you'd expect that they'll come out quickly. You'll expect that they come out strong, they come out motivated. And it's just with that 10, 15-minute period where maybe you're in the ascendancy, hopefully, coming into the second half, we just bury one of these opportunities here.
well, we can't do what we've done in recent weeks, Jack, where we've come out in the second half, we're having a couple of good opportunities and not take them when we get caught. Can't
Yeah.
allow that to happen. And when you look at it, right, this season when we've made subs, we genuinely look worse because there is a massive disparity between the players coming off and the players who are taking off. How long does this team, does this 11 have in their legs? At some point, you're going to have to make substitutions. So ideally, we need to take that opportunity and give ourselves that 2-goal buffer before the substitutions happen. We just cannot shoot ourselves in the foot. There needs to be a collective in there. There needs to be calm discussions. No one needs to be in there ripping the head off each other, but no one needs to be in there high-fiving, whooping, and wallering either. There needs to be calm heads in there right now. 2-1. The game is in the balance. We've done everything we can so far. We've got to keep making sure we can do that. Be interested to see how we approach this half. Do we still go after them, look to press them and force them into the mistakes, which we've done, or do we drop back, sit off? I worry if we drop back and sit off, Jack, because it's not necessarily what we're good at. The teams create a lot of chances by doing that. So big half for Tottenham, big half. But I think easily, we could easily go on and really take these. It's there for us if we want. If Kulu sharpens up a little bit more in the final third, I know he scored a great goal, but there's been a lot of other breakaways. If he sharpens up a little bit, there's one there. Son, he's been very good taking on his man all game long. Just needs that finish. Dom Solanke, he scored his goal. Brennan Johnson looks sharp. So if we can just tidy it up going forward and just take one of these chances, we could easily go on and dish out one of the hidings that we took last season. So let's wait and see what happens. But this is a big half of football.
Yeah. Q7 saying, just pray we can pull together and be smarter off of the ball. Son, the captain, needs to be in everyone's ear, and I'd never see this from him in games like this. Hope he does today. Yeah, him. Some people have said Kulusevski could be that leader for us, but you would prefer that it be the captain. I would agree with you on that one. And then also as well, Donovan Osterreicher saying, the team that makes the fewer mistakes will win this game.
Yeah.
Feels that way, Dave, where it comes to turnovers, maybe losing possession unnecessarily, little slips here and there, like we saw from Cucurella, they could be devastating, and they could end up being the end all be all to this game. They could end up being the deciding factor. So he is right, Donovision, that you need to be smarter in possession. We've started to give it away a bit more often.
Yeah.
I think certain players have maybe, like, because it's natural, they put a lot of effort maybe to that first 25, 30-ish minutes, started to slip up a little bit there. Even one of the times that we won the ball back, everyone was looking like they're trying to catch a breath. They were all standing around each other. We need to push hard for each other, and we need to hopefully maybe
Mm.
see a little bit less sloppiness in that second half, because maybe towards the end there we did start to look a little bit sloppy.
No, we did, and we were starting to look a little bit vulnerable when we looked sloppy, And the thing is, the reason why I think we really need to go on and have that 2-goal buffer heading into the final 10 minutes is against Fulham we threw away the game. Against Roma we threw away the game. Against Bournemouth we had good chances, but we were a better team in the
Brighton.
first half. We threw it away. At Brighton we threw it away. So that it automatically enters your psyche whether you like it or not. That's a worry. That team will feel that with 10 minutes to go. In likelihood, they'll all stop doing what they're supposed to do, start dropping off, and become more nervous. So that's why we need that second goal, that extra buffer, that extra cushion heading
Yeah.
into the final 10 minutes to be able to see this out is very, very important. And look, just not make mistakes. Look, mistakes mistakes happen as a human being, but try and limit them.
Mm,
Let's not shoot ourselves in the foot. Let's not concede a goal because we didn't want to make that 10-yard burst to get out there and make that challenge, or
totally.
someone making a sloppy pass. If it's a worldie, I can take it, but I can't take an error. That's just self done by us. We can't keep doing this. At some point, we have to learn. We have to grow as a team. And if we can win today, this can really inspire us and push us on. I hope they really understand the ramifications at halftime of what this end result can be today, Jack. We've got 45 minutes done. Let's see if we can do damage control for the next 45.
Ed Sweeting saying, I think we can be a much better second half team. We aren't even dominating possession as we usually do. We are the best on the transition in the Premier League. We can score 2 more goals in the second half. I mean, that's an interesting point, Dave. The fact that we haven't even had that much possession in this game, right? Is it, us sort of trying to maybe hold on to what we have? Maybe them going a little bit against what Ange wants? Is it also maybe just us turning over the ball in bad areas that Chelsea have just put the pressure on us? It is kind of interesting that brings that up, that maybe we haven't really, had the possession that we would like. But V Scard has come in here. Really appreciate the support. Thank you for the donation, V Scard, saying, would you guys make any subs here?
No.
Make any subs at halftime, Dave? I think you stick with the same 11. It's not really a desperate situation that anybody there's no one that's playing so horribly that you need to take them out. There's nobody that's maybe at an injury worry right now that you take them out or anything like that. I think you probably push until maybe you think that there's a chance to try something different.
No, 100%. I don't think there's anyone that's been absolutely horrific that needs to come on or come off right now. But I do think what we can't do is what we've done against Fulham and what we've done against Roma, where we wait for them to score and then react. Got to
True.
be proactive about it. If a player looks leggy, like Son, he's going to be leggy. He can't keep tracking back. Get him off. Get someone else on out there. If Johnson looks like he's starting to lose his way in the game, he's early 20s. Get him off. Get someone out there. Don't leave them out there hoping that they're going to have your back, because they haven't in previous games. Realize it quickly and be proactive to the situation. If one of your midfielders are getting leggy, get them fucking off. If Porro's getting railroaded, get them fucking off. Don't wait until they score and then react. It's no good.
Such an exciting half. What a game. We knew this was going to be a great game. I knew it was going to be an exciting game. I'm really looking forward to what this has in store for us. It's been an absolute basketball game. It's been nutcase, but I'm looking forward to what we have in store. I've confidence. I have sneaky confidence. We're going to go on and push for this. Come on, lads. Let's grab a win here. None of us expected
to be in this situation. Absolutely none of us. We've got 45 minutes that we weren't expecting. Everything to be positive about. We're well within this game. We can go and score goals. We've proven that. But where the trepidation comes in is because of games gone by. But at some point, you've got to learn your lessons. You take enough licks, you learn your lessons, and it doesn't happen anymore. Hopefully now we can do this. This is a big 45 minutes for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. This can be one of them game-changing results, Jack, where, like that Coventry game, where you just need something from somewhere by hook or crook, get over the line, and all of a sudden it can inspire you to go on a run. And what better time to do that than now, when you've got Man United in the Cup, Liverpool coming up, teams like that. What better time to do it than now? Yeah. We've got young, naive players out there. We've also got lazy players out there. Soon as the Ange sees that, because we recognise it, Jack, we say, oh, look at that, that's lazy, I don't like that. And then all of a sudden, next ball popped in behind them and they've scored. Can't allow that to happen. If Ange sees it, either stand there and rollick him, because he needs to step up now. He can't stand there on the sideline with his hands in his pockets. If he sees it, he needs to stand up, step up, absolutely rollick them. And if it looks like they go to do it again, get him straight off that football pitch. Straight off. He's got to be proactive this half, Ange. This is all down to game management now, this half. I don't expect him to change tactics. I would, if I'm a manager, keep going, doing what works. But the minute I see someone not taking that on board or looking to cheat, straight off. You can't afford to allow that to happen today.
Recon saying we need another quick goal after the halftime. Mark saying Ange's subs early are key because of tiredness. Neil Shafton saying defend for our fans. Yeah, I mean, the fans right now. I wonder what it's like being in that ground right now. Drew Zilla saying Johnson hasn't been good again from a defensive standpoint. Kulu should be put out to right wing. Matter should come on for Johnson. Drew Zilla wants Johnson taken off. Interesting call there, sir. Artist T, member for 2 months as a Flat Cap member. You legend, Artist T, drop kick your teacher. Seeing out this second half is critical, especially for Ange Postecoglou. I mean, it would be, like I said, like the City result, like the Aston Villa result. It would be a huge result for Ange, a huge one. He is probably very, very, determined to try to get a win here today, especially, I think, against everyone's expectations. Everyone was looking to pounce on him today. If he picks up a win here, it would be absolutely huge.
Yeah.
Big
Be
up, Artist
absolutely
T.
massive. Big up, Artist T.
And
Then
then
we also
also Callum
go on.
Roach, saying Ange doesn't do damage limitation, mate. We never stop. It's who we are. High line for life. Absolutely love that, Callum. Believe me,
Big
I'm in the
up,
same
Callum.
boat as you, sir. I'm in the same boat as you.
No, that's the thing. I'm not asking him to change his tactics. I'm just saying, if he sees a player not making a press when they should, or if he sees a player becoming sloppy on the ball twice in a row, get him straight off that football pitch, because it will infest the rest of the team.
But in order for us to go on and push for the third, we need to embrace the best of our Ange ball here, Callum Roach. We're not going to get the third. We're not going to get the third sitting back.
You need to keep doing what works. Oh, ref, that's late on Fraser. Call it back.
Really appreciate all the support, everybody. Thank you so much.
Let's go, everyone. 400 in-house. Let's bloody go. Let's have it.
Somebody get Musa Dembele on the pitch, says Rakdos Madness. Love that from Alan. Good to see you. Good to see SOF as well. Appreciate you, SOF and Alan.
Stand for, by the way? I just call it soft. I just call it as I see it. But what is there a meaning behind SOF? Let me know.
And then also, Cozy saying, come on, guys, positive aura. Crowd is fantastic today. Please stay like that. Come on, you Spurs. Believe me, Cozy. I was going into this game confident, man. I've been positive the whole time.
Big up, Terry Wright. Good to see you as well. Hopefully you're keeping well, lad. Big up, Michael W. Fight, fight, fight.
Enzo. Switch of play. Can Destiny get out there? Sonny, you got to track back, lad.
You got to go with Cole Palmer, Sonny. Well done. Well done, Destiny. He's fucking forced that back a good few times today.
Spurs fans still getting out. They definitely were getting their pints at halftime.
Yeah, for sure. Something to warm them up. I don't blame them. It's fucking freezing.
Took a little deflection there, that switch.
Chesley settling in here against Cole Palmer.
They're just moving it very sort of patiently, Chelsea.
Strategically. Methodically. Out to Cucurella.
If anything, it's been a bit horseshoe football from them. Just sort of side to side, big switch, side to side, big switch.
We just need something. We need another favour from God. He's already given us two with Cole Palmer or with Cucurella slips. But we need something else from God. We need just one more. Come on. Give us a hat-trick.
And then Joris, Belgian Hotspur, saying, let's have it, lads. Next goal wins the game. Come on, you Spurs.
Yeah, big up, Yuri. You're absolutely spot on. It's crucial. It's absolutely crucial. That's great defending from Mickey van der Ven. He done his job there.
Get those Chimets out. Get those Lefes out, my friend.
Big up, Jory. Get the Duvals out. Right, Porro, get out there. Some urgency here. One of yous. Johnson getting back to double up with Porro now. It's pulled back to Cucurella.
Oh, save!
What a bloody save. Come on, Tottenham. The warning signs are there. Too passive. Get out there, Sonny. Intensity. Intense. Come on.
Top of the box. Check, Dom. Well done, Dom.
Over top to Cole Palmer. Gets touch.
Done.
Well done, Fraser.
Fraser.
There's two opportunities now.
Brave lad. You brave lad, Fraser.
What a save. That's two opportunities now. Give me 1 second. I just have to help the missus in the door with the shopping bags. Food shopping. I can't wait for dinner tonight.
Fraser doing it. Dave's getting ready for a good dinner tonight. Great job by Fraser there. Set piece for Chelsea. Have to defend this. Whipped in by Palmer. Oh, it's a free header. Nicholas Jackson nearly scoring there.
Is it 2-2, Jack?
No.
Oh.
Nearly, though. Scary.
Come on, Spurs. Wakey now. No, we don't need that. Can we get there?
Ref! He's just sent him into the stands.
Come on, get to grips with the game, Spurs. Get control of it. Well,
Johnson or Porro. Come on, lad. Sancho.
Close him down. Cucurella.
Well done, Basuma. Pedro, get rid of it. Pedro!
Fucking hell, Porro. Get him off
shocking
now.
Giveaway.
That's twice in a row. That's 3 times now. Get him off. He's going to fuck us.
Porro, come on, lad. That's shocking. Yeah, stop passing it in the box. I agree. How is Enzo still on a football pitch, but Bentancur isn't? Very good point.
No, the gaps. Come on, Tottenham. We're just looking a little bit off it here now. The warning signs are there if we don't start getting intensity into this half.
Cleared
It's a good
away.
ball on Radu.
Oh, we're just all under pressure. Chelsea picked up a certain sort of shape in possession that's really
It's a ball
making it
in
hard for
towards
us
the
to
back post.
defend.
You got
Pedro, back post.
well
Done,
done,
Pedro.
It's better. Can he find someone?
Kulu. Well done, Kulu.
Fucking brilliant from Kulu. We got to score this. We've got Johnson on the overlap. Kulu running with it. You got Son and Solanke there. It's 4-on-4. It's a ball. Poor ball from Kulu.
Just
Oh,
need Kulu to step up this game, man. We just need him to be a little bit better, and I think we can win this.
yeah, just take a bit more control with his passing. That final ball.
I just
Chelsea
feel like
popping
he's
across
had good chances.
out to Sancho, puts it across.
Ah!
Let's pull back again. One he
Oh
is.
my lord!
Assume he clears it.
Come on, lads.
That's why we got to take that breakaway chance. We have to. They are piling it on here. Casado out to Cucurella, out to Sancho. Porro's allowing him into the box. I don't know why he's allowing him in there. It's poor. It's pulled back to Enzo. We allowed a shot. It's just wide. Fuck me. Come on. Someone get to grips with this game. We are just inviting the pressure now.
Yano71 saying, thank F, Chelsea can't finish. I mean, we can't finish either. I mean, Chelsea fans are probably saying the same thing about us.
Yeah, but law of averages, if you keep allowing them, then that opportunities, one's got to go in the back of the net, right? We've been fucking lucky.
Oh, we absolutely have been.
He has to come off. He's injured. Looks like Werner's coming on.
I think both teams have been lucky, really.
So that's Johnson down injured now.
I mean, you think about it, has he also been kind of pushed to his limits, you know?
Oh,
As
yeah.
much as I don't think he doesn't work as hard as others, in my opinion, but you do wonder his red levels are the same as everybody else's red levels, if you get what I mean, Dave, right?
Well, look, Werner's got one job only. Get back and alleviate the pressure on Pedro Porro with Sancho. That's all he's got to do. Just get back there, double up.
This is a game, though, where you wonder if just having someone like Richarlison, though, instead, someone who really would be pressing, working hard for you, would be useful. Having someone like Richie.
He's got to be clinical on one of the breakaways, Jack.
Yeah. Timo, though, is this in the script? Timo Weenie.
Behind. Can Dom Solanke win that? Oh, look.
Timo Weenie joined the script. It's Timo time.
Well, that'd be nice.
Putting the pressure on.
Good pressure, Werner. Forced him. That's it. Force it long.
Well done, Basuma. Well done.
Basuma. That's it, Basuma. He's getting petulant now. Well done, Basuma. Take it off him.
Give him a yellow ref.
A goal here would really do us so good.
Dom. Oh, lovely play from Dom.
Come on, we're up in Chelsea's half now. When did Gusto come on? Who did he come on for?
Yeah, I was going to bring that up earlier, but I'm not sure who. Maybe Caicedo, the player that got away with a red card?
Yeah.
Or no, Romeo Lavia. I think it was for Romeo Lavia.
Referee hates Papa Man. Sorry. He hates him. Jesus Christ. Will you protect the kid? People are saying something's gone missing. Oh, and he wrote from there.
Oh!
And again.
What do you mean?
Well done, throw it. We'll have that. Well done, Sonny. Keep asking the question, guys.
Keep asking. I think he was one of the best players in the first half. Except
I thought he was good.
Yeah.
Tottenham throw in again. Let's try and keep it up there. Why is time going so slow as well? Oh, for fuck's sake, Werner.
All right, keep him in here.
It's just shocking from Werner.
Keep him in here, lads.
Jesus Christ. Any more paper left? Yep. More paper coming down from the
Who's
stand.
still holding on to their paper?
Probably asked for a re-up at halftime. Good pressure. Don't.
He hates Pop Monster. He hates Pop Monster.
He absolutely hates him. Stand in front of that. That's it. Chelsea going long here now, surely.
It's like he took Anthony Taylor's missus on a date or something like that, or like his daughter on a date, and like, you know.
Skunkworks says they need to slow it down a little.
Big ball in behind. Boys, come on.
It's fucking two of them going for it.
Why are we clashed heads with each other? What are we doing there? Sonny's hurt from it as well. Jesus, lads. Someone's got to call that. South Stand is rocking, says We Are Spurs TV.
Good. That's what we want. You got to deal with that. You got to deal with that. Oh, you just got to put it out for a throw on the first time. Short corner, Destiny. Short corner.
Oh, sorry.
Let's pull back. It's Cole Palmer. Saved by Fraser. So real back to the wall job here. Oh no, they're ripping us apart now. It's a good defending by Dom Solanke. It's bloody brilliant. It's bloody
just
brilliant.
Asking to concede, says Artist T.
Huh?
Artist T saying we're just asking to concede.
Yeah, we're asking for it. We are asking for it. But, you know, people said they want Ange to go more pragmatic, try and see the result. Oh, that's what he's done. Well done, Destiny Doji. What's Cucurella doing? He's at the circus. Fuck off.
He's playing ragdoll. Someone just shut up that hairball. Like Anthony Taylor's like the therapist or something for this game. He's just constantly, it's like doing couples therapy all the time between these players.
Just stay switched on and defend this. Come on, Fraser.
Well done, Forrester.
The big tree. Oh, and he bodies someone. He leashes it long
to Kulu.
No foul,
yes!
Kulu. Jesus,
no!
Kulu.
Ref!
He doesn't need to foul him there.
No, he doesn't.
Just needs to use his brain. Any pressure, he's always going down. You've already got him in a compromising position. It's poor, but you just don't put your hands up. You're asking for it. How are we only on 57 minutes? It seems like time is going stalling right now.
Well done. Come on, lads.
Great position.
Suma can't get it under control. No. He can't get it under control.
Why are you doing that, Basuma? Why?
Neto. Dradu. Oh, thank God.
Well done, Werner.
Oh, no. Thank God.
Kulu.
Timo.
That's it, Werner. Stay with him. No fucking hell, Basuma, you clown. You absolute idiot.
Moron, bro. Oh, my Lord.
Not only does he give it away, he doubles down with a fucking penalty. What the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, Basuma? Sell him. Sell him. He can't be trusted. He cannot be trusted. It is just absolute brain dead and fucking stupid. And that's because he's trying to make up for the mistake with the heavy touch where he didn't need to give it away. He put himself into trouble, and then he doubles down with a stupid challenge. It is absolutely reckless and stupid from East Basuma. Fucking sell him. He just cannot be trusted. He cannot be trusted. He initially reads the game well, gets himself into trouble by taking 20 touches and dilly-dallying on the ball, and then fucking slides and does that. What?
I don't even know what's worse, actually. The touch as well from earlier. The touch, it took him, he had 4 touches to get it under control. 4 touches, not let alone 2. 4 to get it under control. And he couldn't.
What an absolute fucking donut. You just know he's not going to miss either.
I
And
just
then
don't
that's
even know. I don't
probably
even know what I'm more frustrated with. The touch that put us in that position or the fact that he even then went to compound the error
hospital.
even more.
It's hospital. If I manage now, haul him off, put Sarah in there, and bring Madison on, I'm not accepting that. That's fucking absolutely stupid. It's absolute brain dead. It's a head loss. It's a head loss. He made the mistake, so he lost his head trying to overcompensate to make up for it.
The other thing, though, too, that's really frustrating is you get Enzo Fernandez, who also isn't suspended compared to Bentancur. And then the other thing, too, is Caicedo, the man who wins the penalty, should have been sent off. Caicedo, the one who won the penalty.
Oh, 100%. But look, that's just all on Basuma. It's fucking shocking and shit.
It's 2
It's
2.
just there's no excuse from it from Basuma. It's absolutely shocking. Like he doesn't need to play himself into trouble to give away the ball in the first place, and then he just overcompensates and loses his head. This is what he cannot play that number 6 role. He doesn't have the composure to do it. He's probably going to get fucking another yellow here now.
So
I'd haul him off. I'd haul him off right now.
shooting ourselves in the foot. Ah, it's just so many different things, though. It's again just still just look back at all the chances wasted this game.
The guy can just not be trusted. We were battling in well there. We were fucking snuffing it out, you know? And then he's just gone and done that. He's gifted them this. He has gifted them this. What a clown.
Kulu. Is it levels now? Who's going to go on and win this? Timo. Kulu. Damn it, Kulu. Man, you just need Kulu to just be a tad bit better today, and we could win this game. Just hasn't been able to execute much. He's gone down so easy there, ref. He's gone down so easy. He's not even touched him there as well. Please give Neto a yellow. He's not even touched him there. Good ball from Palmer. Into Neto and behind. Well done, Destiny. He's been immense defensively today, Destiny.
I'm just so pissed off with Basuma, man. I'm so...
I don't know, Dave. I've been that... I've seen him. I've seen this in him for a while now. I've seen this in him for a while. It just the difference between him and Bentancur is just too severe for me.
He ran... I just don't understand. He ran into 2 Chelsea players with the ball. Why? Why?
Dave, he had 4 touches to get it under control. I don't even understand. Like a professional footballer taking 4 touches.
2 passes together. Now everyone's over hitting, under hitting, and everything.
Now he can't even pass it to Timo there. He can't even pass it to Timo there. It's a simple 5-yard ball, lads.
Oh, it's starting to become hard to watch now.
We've lost our heads, says Artist T.
Completely lost it. Completely fucking lost it.
Set up perfectly for a Timo winner, says John Tucker.
I'd love it. I bloody love it. I'm not sure.
We're at that nervy stage, John. Oh, well done, Radu.
Come on, Werner. Here we go.
Can he find Slanky? Here you go, Timo. Oh, my Lord. That was pathetic. That was pathetic. Yes, Pedro. Ah. Get there, Radu. Well done, lad. Come on, boys. Oh, sketchy pass by Mickey. People have to move, though. There was no one open for him. There's no one open. Basuma, can't hide, lad. Pedro, he's got time. Why does no one play Mickey in, man? No one plays Solanke in.
Porro with the throw in. Come on, Spurs. Let's see if we can rally here. Someone look for it.
I wouldn't cancel the Curry order yet, Belgian. I wouldn't cancel the Curry order yet. Still chance. Timo.
25 minutes to try and rescue this.
64 minutes, though. He probably does have to start looking at it. James Madison on.
At some point, yeah. Well done, Solanke. It's just one of them, innit? You do the good thing and then you follow up by a shit fucking error.
Well, it's also just classic Chelsea downfall. It's a classic Chelsea doing it to yourselves type of performance.
Shot in the foot here, big time.
Oh, Fraser, please no one-time passes. Please don't hit that first time again. Oh, my lord.
We are playing ourselves too nonchalant. Everyone lackadaisy. No one can sense the danger. Yeah, how many more touches do you want to allow Cole Palmer to have? Come on, Spurs. That's it, Solanke. No foul, well done. Come on, let's get after it now. All the way back to Sanchez. I don't know why we stopped pressing that fucker.
Feels like Slanky's doing all the pressing, though.
Doing it on his own.
Jacko only kidding, says Belgian. No, believe me, man. We're all stressed out. We're all thinking about whether we're ordering a pizza or whether we're just eating at home. It's just one of those.
If we could just grab some composure for 10 minutes, just grab grips of the game, a bit of fucking composure, start making sure of your touches, stop putting them 5 yards to the left or the right of players, put it to their boot. Nice first touch. Look, get your head up, execute pass going forward. It really isn't simple or hard to do. Football is a simple game. You just got to take care of what you're doing. Everyone seems, when you're seeing all that misplaced passes, heavy touches, because becoming nervous, becoming erratic. You need composure.
Same story. King Hoddle says, spurn your chances and then you get punished.
Yep.
That's why I just continue to say, King Hoddle, I don't really rate our forward line as a clinical team.
Good
Sonny,
ball.
come on, lad.
Well done.
Had good hold up play today. Destiny's probably offside.
You're off. Leave it. Sonny's
there
on.
you go. Sonny in behind here.
On, please, you got to finish.
Come on, lad.
No, Sonny, no.
2 chances today. He's missed so many chances the past few games. He's missed so many chances. He's missed so many chances, Sonny. The last 2 games, man, or 3 games, he's missed chances.
What have you done?
Oh, he's got Timo as well.
No, he has to bury that. He's got to bury that. I'm sorry. It doesn't even matter that Timo's there. He's just got to bury that. You're right. Timo is there, but he's just got to finish that. How's he missed, Jack? That's the opportunity
he's
there.
Been missing chances, man. We just can't fucking finish. It's clear as day for me. It's been clear as day from the get-go this season for me that we just aren't a clinical team and we just hurt ourselves. But if it isn't obvious to people at this point, we are not a clinical team and we just hurt ourselves by it. We make the game so much harder on ourselves. So much harder. Come on, Sar. Solanke, lad. Into Timo. Ah!
He's called it back.
And we don't have any, we're still asking Timo Werner to perform miracles off the bench. It's just,
he's got to score.
Please, everybody, this team, it's not the finished product, this team. It just needs so much more finer tuning. You can't be missing chances like that. We've wasted so many chances. Every game, we waste so many chances.
Go on, take it down, Paro.
Pedro.
Gets it across.
Bouncing ball. Sonny into Solanke. Is he giving a foul? Oh my lord!
Are you taking the piss?
What is he giving a foul for?
That's soft.
What's he giving that for? What? It's doesn't. Look at this. He touched him. He's just touched him. That's all he's done. He just stood. Oh my lord, referee. Oh my lord.
That's a shocking one. And he gave them the soft one that Kulu gave away to Gusto as well. Oh, what a challenge.
Well done, Mickey. Come on, Timo.
Good
Into
ball.
Kulu.
One good ball. One good ball.
Kulu. Sir.
Ref. Come on, we just need a good delivery here. Should be a yellow card. How many bites of the cherry does he need?
Absolute clown. They should have a red card. And how on earth is he given a foul there? And he's also given so many fouls anytime Pop Montasar touches anyone. He's already on his ass. Jesus, Anthony Taylor. How is he given a foul there?
Porro can make up for weeks' mistakes if he can just give us one scintillating delivery. Just one. Just one, Porro. Just whip it around, low and hard across that back line, across the 6-yard box.
Pedro Van de Ven. He should be bearing that as well, Dave. Pop Montasar, Van de Ven with 2 headed chances.
Oh, it's a good delivery, that.
Oh, it's almost a free header.
He's got to at least direct that one on target, man. Keep them up here.
Pop Montasar and Mickey Van de Ven both have had chances from set pieces today.
Can't do damage here. Don't let him turn. Well done.
Oh, my lord.
Get turned, mark up, keep the press on. Well done, Dom. Oh, Lord.
Get there, Basuma. To Pedro.
Oh, Dom, unlucky. Right, Sonny, you have to get out there now.
Palmer.
Well done, Adogi.
Gets a little space from Adogi, skins him. Palmer skimming the whole team.
Oh, no.
Enzo, fuck!
Fuck off. 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 Fuck off.
Can't. Chelsea, every time, man. With Chelsea, it's every time.
You just allow him to skin the whole team out there, though. It's a joke. Sonny's chance as well. You know, you got to come back to that as well. It's just absolutely pathetic missing that. And then this is the result. Skins 1. Just makes mincemeat of Destiny Adoji there. Son too slow to react. Doesn't want to get back. Basuma.
Mickey Van de Ven is getting skinned there.
Porro, not enough intensity to come out and block the shot there either.
Nah, Porro does need to do better there as well on the block. Oh. Every time against Chelsea, every time. Every single time. Every single time.
From 2-0.
Nothing goes our way. Nothing goes our way. We end up being our own worst enemy against Chelsea every time as well. So pathetic. So frustrating. I need a break from Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah.
2-goal lead as well. To go.
We suck. We just suck.
Been asking a lot of the stewards today. What the fuck is going on there?
Oh, this fucking football club, man. This football club. Now and Kunku's coming on to put the icing on the cake.
I don't know what to say, everybody. I'm kind of sick of Spurs. They
Yeah.
get it so many times again. Like they get your hopes up, only to just,
I'm
only
fed
to
up
just,
with it, man.
only just to kill you. Did see it coming though. The moment that Sancho scored, it felt like again the heads dropped. The line just kept dropping and dropping and dropping. No,
Oh,
no.
oh, oh no. It's happening again. They're loading up. It's happening again.
Could you say again though, Dave, that Ange doesn't really make any? Could he have made more changes? Could he have made Madison change before that? Would that have even saved anything? Hard to say.
Well,
I don't
to be
even know if
honest,
it would have.
like when you see the sloppy passes before, you see Pedro acting the prick. Um, and Van de Ven looks like he's about to come off now as well, injured for fuck's sake. But when you see Pedro Porro acting the prick and other players' passes going away, that's where you have to make that substitution. Shake it up. Make this up. If Van de Ven comes off, then Postecoglou took a risk with them to try to save his job tonight. Writing's on the wall.
Belgian Hotspur, the super chat saying, I want Grand Matters on now. Sounds like, I mean, I was just asking Dave just now, Belgian, if maybe we should have done that sooner.
Archie Gray, Bergval, and Madison, triple
It's all too
substitution.
late. It's all way too late.
Oh. Gonna be a long evening. Could be back with an emergency stream later on. Could be another manager sacked.
What a basket case of a game. What a basket case of a club.
The players' heads know as well. You look at them, they know Ange's gone after this. See the players sitting there on the bench with their heads down. They know. They know what's coming.
Can we get a little magic from Madison? Kulusevski, man. We just needed Kulu just one of those chances just to do better with today.
It was him. There was Son. You know,
Sonny's misses were disgraceful.
It's on
That's
everyone. It's on him as well. It's on him mainly. 2-1 up and he fucking does that. And how many times have me and you spoke about him just needlessly giving away possession, Jack? You know, playing himself into trouble. You know what I mean? It's always him. He fucked it the second half.
Come on, can we get something from this? Can we get some consolidation here? Can we leave here at something? Leave at something we deserve, in my opinion.
Right, let's try and build something out from the back here. Maybe 3-2 down, but with still 10 minutes to try and salvage this. Come on. Now's not the time for shrinking violets. Now's the time for lions and tigers.
No options for Radu. Everybody just ran away from him there. And is there leave you out chance?
I'd say fans aren't too happy. Well, he's a decision to make, doesn't he?
Oh,
Watch
nearly
out.
for Sar there. We could have been through.
Solanke trying to press Sanchez. Plays it out. Sonny, that's it. Force him backwards. Porro picks it up. Delivers it long out right over top for Werner. Come on, good ball, Werner. No, Werner, no. Fucking no. No, 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 Werner. That's what you don't do. Come on. Come on, Radu. Please get on the end of this. Please. Please, please, please. I just can't lose another game of football. Porro with an outswinger.
Radu misses.
Oh. Ah, Sonny, come on now, fuck.
Gotta be stronger there, Sonny, man. You have to be stronger.
It now and we're opened up again. Fucking hell, son. No. No, it's another penalty.
He's an idiot.
I don't believe it. That all comes from Sonny losing the ball again in such a stupid position. And then Sarr just trampling over him. Really?
Oh, it's just Chelsea. It's the same thing. Every year with Chelsea, it's the same thing.
Lost our heads yet again.
We lose our heads with this lot every time. Every time we lose our heads with them. Every time. We could be 4-0 up and we would find a way to lose to Chelsea. It's disgusting, man. Belgian Hotspur from earlier saying if Ange gets sacked, I'm going full Daigle. I think everyone's going full Harris. I think everyone's going full Daigle. I think everyone's going full just mental, to be honest. Belgian Hotspur. This is, again, like, all I want for Christmas now is just an international break to get me away from Tottenham Hotspur. It's just...
No.
Fuck you, Palmer. So frustrating.
This club, man.
We've done it again to Chelsea, man. We've done it again. We've done it again. It's so embarrassing.
Well, that's curtains
2-0 up.
Era. That's
2-0 up. I think people are saying some stats in the chat as well. Like, we're the team that's lost more 2-0 leads than pretty much anybody else.
He's gone after this game anyway. You've not a second half capitulation. Lost our heads. Game in our hands. We've lost our heads again. A lot of people saying they can't be bothered watching the rest of the game. I don't blame you. Can't keep capitulating like this. Just can't keep going on like this.
Every year with this team, man. Every year. Every time like clockwork with Chelsea. Every time. It's just mind-numbing. I need a break from Spurs, everybody. I need a break. It's possible to try to explain this team. It's impossible. It's impossible to try to explain this team, this club.
I'm switching off from Tottenham for the evening. I can't take any more of this. This is just, it's too hard.
Sorry, update the score. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of this.
Oh, this is hard to watch. Gray. Now we're starting to try and solve some urgency. I mean, where was that when we still had a chance? Shit from Werner. Referee now gets in the way. Camera's panning on Ange. I think everybody knows what's about to happen. Sonny. Gray. Back to Forrester. Back to Archie Gray. 3 minutes. 3 minutes left. Oh. Sonny. Madison puts it across. Under hit. Bergman on the ball. To Archie Gray. Dragusin. Onto Werner. Madison back to Werner. All a little too late here. Chelsea dispossess us. Radu drags us and gets on the head. Sloppy. Guys, we'll get to your chats at full time. So we will keep getting them in. We'll get to them at full time, guys. Please try and provide me some therapy this week. I really don't know where to go from here anymore. Pathetic. Fucking pathetic. Radu Dragusin goes long. Pathetic pass forward.
I don't even know what's worse, being beat 6-1 or doing that. Doing what we just did. I don't know what's worse.
We capitulated again today. As soon as going got tough, we absolutely capitulated.
What's worse?
Again, we shoot ourselves in our foot. You know, how many times in crucial parts of the game did we have big chances we didn't take? And then you compile that with, you know, us stepping off them towards the end of the half, just allowing Sancho. Fuck it, we are useless. We are shit. We are absolutely useless. We are done.
We're shit.
Just let me go and have my dinner and go to bed. Let me just put an end to this.
We couldn't score even if it were a basketball game sometimes.
We wouldn't score in a brawl. We really
We wouldn't
wouldn't.
score if it were a basketball game and there were no defenders on the other team. We
We'd
still
have
would
no
miss. We'd
goalkeeper.
still miss the net. We'd still miss the net.
Just please put an end to this. Please just put an end to this, man. I just want to go and have dinner and go to bed.
Fan cams, send them in, please. And fan show tomorrow, as always. Consider becoming a member if you want to get your say. But at this point, I kind of wish I just did
Well, it all depends on what the club do. Plans
Kinda
could
wish-
change. Really depends on what the club do after this.
kind of wish Dave and I just did like makeup tutorials or something at this point. I need a break from Spurs.
Oh my God, Sonny.
It's too hard to explain. It's too hard to explain.
Whoever comes in next has to take the captaincy off Sonny as well. He just can't. He can't be captain of this squad.
No.
You can't You can't have that capitulations and be captain of this squad. You just
Dude,
can't.
he had two huge chances, such huge chances in this game to be the hero, and he played well, and then he misses both of those chances. It's just shocking.
Jackson in behind.
For Madueke.
Madueke.
You know what I mean, Dave? Like, he played well, and then he has those two chances, and he just misses both of them in a horrific way as well. Like, not even close. Not even close on either.
First one could be missed, but the Sonny way usually finds the top corner and asks the question of the goalkeeper. The second one is absolutely unforgivable. To not even find the target. 2-2. You know, you're given another chance to go and nick the game, and you're captain. No, I'm sorry, unforgivable.
That's well. The other thing too, Dave, is I mean, I know you say on the second one, like he just has to bury it, not even think about squaring it. I'm pretty sure on the first one, he also had an option to square it to someone, you know, just to center it. And I think on both chances, he had an opportunity to center it to someone else, and he chose to be the hero both times, and just completely. That's what's. I've never said this before, but no composure from him at all. It's just shocking. You never say that about him. Madison does well here.
No.
We wouldn't even score. We wouldn't even score if it was an actual NFL field goal. If there's an NFL field goal, we wouldn't score. I mean, what on earth? We need to see a therapist when it comes to finishing.
The cameras keep panning to him. I think everybody knows. I think it's the worst kept secret in football.
And they panned to Daniel Levy 20,000 times.
Yeah, and they keep panning to Ange Postecoglou for long periods. I think the writing's on the wall, guys. His press conference would be interesting today, especially after throwing away a 2-0 lead. Good play, Borgval. Borrow, how long do you want on the ball? Out to Werner. Sonny saved again. For 3 minutes left. Three minutes left to put us out of our misery. I'm just going to go toilet quickly and then I'll be back for full. 1 second. I just need to strain the spuds.
This team is giving me brain rot. Get in your thoughts, everybody. We'll get to them after this 90 minutes. I don't know why. I think we're just waiting for feels to be the inevitable. What a game to even summarize maybe even Ange's time here as well. If anything, I certainly hope he's not being sacked, but it does feel that way. But what a game to summarize it. What a game to summarize it, to be honest. At every part of Ange during his time here this game. Missed chances, ropey defending, bad individual errors to cost you, poor leadership, poor substitutions. Spurs
Gee,
grab a late one, and it's from Sonny.
way too late. Way too late. Way too late.
And again, though, you have to think of the Basuma penalty and the Sarr penalty that we've conceded to give them 4. And we picked up a goal here. The Basuma and Sarr penalty, just so brain dead from the team.
Way too late. And VAR are going to piss away what time we have left to get after it. Come on, give us one more attack.
Gotta just get it launched, lad.
Great ball by Bergvall out to Werner. Werner.
Oh,
Money!
good ball.
Just over here.
It was a good ball, actually.
Did he pull him? No, Son
No.
just stretching to get there.
Surprised Radu couldn't. Well, maybe it was overhit, but surprised wasn't anticipating that.
Half the fans have already left as well. There's a lot of empty seats there, pissed off. More time wasting, ref. We'll add that on as well. Oh. Well, there you have it. Game over. Tottenham lose 4-3 to Chelsea. And we shoot ourselves in the foot yet again. A game where we're in the ascendancy, 2-0 up. And somehow we've lost it 4-3. 2 stupid penalties to give away. One from Basuma, one from Sarr. Both panicking. Oh, where did Tottenham Hotspur go from here? Times are tough. Really, really tough. That's what? 1 win in seven games now, something like that. And again, just another capitulation. And what hurts more is we done so well to put ourselves in the ascendancy, fight through the injury crisis and stuff like that, and then to absolutely capitulate. Ange Postecoglou is a man under severe pressure. We're interested to see what the club do now. The press conference after, what sort of move the club makes as well. It's going to be very interesting. But some of them players also have to take accountability. Son missed your chances at real crucial stages of the game. Daniel Levy looks like he's ready to pull the trigger, standing there just dead stare down. Postecoglou, I think, knows he's a dead man walking as well, walking around. Again, just another capitulation. Do you know what frustrates me, Jack? We said at halftime, we're in a critical position. We need another massive performance, you know. We're well aware of what happened last year, and we absolutely allowed it to happen again. No one stood up, no leaders in the moment, you know. No leaders, no maturity about us, no game management. You know, we just allowed ourselves to be railroaded. Piss poor attitude coming out at half time, just stepping up off all the Chelsea players. As soon as we went 2-0 up, I really don't know how we've lost this. I really do not know how we've lost this game today. I really do not know. It's absolutely shocking. But one thing's for sure, can't keep going on like this. Can't keep losing games. And the club have a massive decision to make tonight in terms of Ange Postecoglou's future. He is a man under severe pressure, despite many Spurs fans not wanting to go through another managerial turnover. A lot of Spurs fans just don't have it in them to go through this sort of pain. You know, they just don't. And is it all Ange Postecoglou's fault? No. You know, to bring a bit of balance into it, the board take a large responsibility. Johan Lang, if a manager goes, Johan Lang has to follow very quickly with him. He needs to be sacked. That summer transfer window put us in this position. Has Postecoglou managed it the best as he can? Maybe not. Does he leave himself open to criticism from some of the stuff he says in these press conferences? Yes, he does. He said in his pre-match press conference he's understanding that this is a long-term thing. So let's wait and see if they stick to that. And then the players, like in crucial moments today, they just let the manager down. They let us fans down in crucial moments when you really needed them to step up. And that's why we find ourselves here this evening. It's going to be a long night.
Yeah. I don't know, man. This feels like one of the final levels. This feels like one of the final levels, basement level of Spurs pain and Spurs hardship and Spurs confusion and just the sort of brain rot that it puts you through. And I don't know, Dave, this feels like one of the final levels of it. You know, feels like of all the defeats that we've taken, of all the the games that have been hard to explain under Ange Postecoglou, of all the games that have felt embarrassing, to have lost. And I don't know, this one feels like probably one of the worst because you watch the game, you're watching the first 20, 25 minutes, you're 2-0 up, you feel like you're cruising, you're going to go on and slap them. You concede a goal that's just an insane goal from some pretty poor defending individually, but still an insane goal. You see the heads drop. And then you, again, just sort of question, like, is it leadership? Is it players, not being able to just hold the quality for the 90 minutes? Is it Ange not being able to coach this into them to be able to see out games? And you're just sort of asking, again, the same exact questions we've been asking for a long time, wasting chances to put the team away, being really poor in the final third, but also, again, when we are missing chances in the final third, we're not really that secure defensively. We don't look like we're a team that's going to be able to hold on and actually, let's say, see the game out. And we see individual stupid individual mistakes from players in the game as well. It's just, I don't know. There's just so many different avenues you go down and there's so many different things wrong. And it's just feels like the final basement, the final level of Spurs pain and Spurs frustration, really, for me. Like,
Look,
I'm at a loss. I need a break from Tottenham Hotspur, man.
the thing with this, Jack, is where's the end in sight? This is the big problem. We're in a very precarious situation as a football club, and this is why the right decisions really need to be made right now and not knee-jerk sort of reactions. We're now in the bottom half of the table. It doesn't look like there's a win coming anytime soon with some of the fixtures we've got coming up. We've got Liverpool, we've got Newcastle, we've got Nottingham Forest, we've got Arsenal. We've got tricky games all coming up. We've got a lot of injured players. Mickey van der Ven went down there, came off. Romero came off. I did say before the game, by selecting them two, if they're not fully fit, which they clearly weren't, Postecoglou probably felt like it was last chance saloon as well. But it doesn't look like we've got a win in sight. Our two main centre backs are out. Rod Davies is out. We've got one fit centre back left now. we create this problem in the summer. We don't have a good squad. It lacks a lot of quality in terms of strength and depth in defence, but also up front, we just do not have that killer instinct, that killer quality. And when you compile that on, that we sign a load of youngsters, over the summer to bring in here to try and dig us out of this situation, along with no leadership to guide them, it's a ship without a rudder, Jack. It's a ship without a captain. This is why the real right decision for this football club needs to be made this evening. I don't know what metrics they should go off, but this cannot be knee jerk. Whether they just got to weigh it up. Is things as bad inside? Are the players giving up on them? Are people inside the club losing belief and stuff? If that's the case, then they probably will go and make the decision. If everybody internally is still on the one page, then it won't. But either or, the right decision needs to be made right this week for this football club going forward, because we could end up sacking Ange Postecoglou, bring in another guy who's more pragmatic, might not get as much out of the forward line as Postecoglou's been able to get, and comes back and hurts us that way. And very quickly, that's when you find yourself in a relegation battle. So the right decision has to be made for the football club tonight. Forget your opinions on the manager and stuff like that. It's all about what do we do from now, because if we make the wrong move, it could send us further into an even further spiral. Some would say, take the gamble. Grass sometimes can be greener on the other side. That's your personal preference. So I'm just saying, as a football club, Daniel Levy needs to make the right decision going forward, and he'll weigh it up off everything that's happening in around the football club and stuff like that. It'd be interesting to hear what the full-time reaction was like at the ground. I would say not too present. And also, I think a lot of it comes to how Postecoglou steers this press conference. If he goes in there, he's beaten and he's resigned, he's given up sort of job, then I think the inevitable will happen. If he comes out fighting, then I think he might see that Rangers game and see what happens there. But nonetheless, there has to be the right decision made, Jack. It has to be. Like, what I would say is, don't sack him if you don't have a plan for the next guy already coming in or who you want to bring in, because it's pointless. Mason ain't going to be the guy to steer us out of this. Milieta ain't. So, it's one, we're in a precarious position tonight. That's all I can say.
I think if they had any plans or any inkling that they were going to, I think you probably then have to, and this was maybe a game like they always do. They usually do leave it up to a game or something to maybe perhaps leave them to dwell over the decision a bit longer. But if they had plans on potentially doing it tonight or, after this game, let's say, as much as I don't think it is the right decision, I think they should, because, you have to, like you say, Dave, if you've been weighing it up, I think you just have to go for it. If they are going to knee jerk it and just do it based off fan pressure and based off noise, I don't think they should. There's tons of things I could say about that, to be honest, but I think we'll give our thoughts on it for a long time. There have been a lot of chats coming in. There's been a lot of support coming in. Really appreciated everybody, but this is for me like basement level Spurs. I just am at such a loss. I'm at such a divide over the club. It's I don't know how to make sense of it anymore. I'm just so confused. I'm so done with the whole sense of it. Jerome, we'll start off with first. Thank you, Jerome, by the way, and thanks for being patient, sir. Saying, sorry, those players are an absolute joke and needs to walk out on this club. No winning mentality. Ange's ambition is way bigger than those pricks. We only deserve managers like Steve Cooper. For me, Jerome, today, I'm just going to say it till I go blue in the face, man. Like, we just leave ourselves to get punished by not taking our opportunities and our chances. The nature of this football is very risky, and it comes with leaving yourself open to concede. I can have plenty of conversations about how we should try to be a bit more defensively secure. But at the same time, man, you would look at 4 or 5 opportunities today that just should have gone in the back of the net. And we've been saying that for a long time with this team. Sonny missed 2 glorious chances. Kulusevski, in my opinion, should have done better with some opportunities that he had with some openings. Dom Solanke had a second cross that came to his feet that he just got stuck under his feet. He should have been able to do better with. Pop Matasar hits the bar. I think who was it? I think it was another player. It might have been Solanke again or another player that did really well from a set piece and missed the opportunity. we just have so many chances in games to put away a team and to basically bury any hope of them thinking they can get back into it. But we always leave them in it. We always leave them 1 goal, 2 goals ahead. Never do we ever go 3 goals, 4 goals up like you see other teams do. And we're just not a side that has also the mentality, it feels like, to go through the tough periods. Once Chelsea got back into the game, once Chelsea really started threatening, we just look like we're going to cower, and we look like we are going to concede, and we look like we aren't going to be able to punch back. And it's, again, man, a lot of it does go down on the players for me. But
Look, if we're
and
having
and just once again, recipient of another 2-0 defeat, from 2-0 down or 2-0 up. And then there's only, I think he's the only manager to have ever done that. So
look,
it's embarrassing on everybody's account.
look, what I would say, right? Let's have some balance around it. We're all angry, we're all upset, and everyone's angry with the manager. Fine, absolutely. But let's bring some balance to it as well. You can blame tactics and Postecoglou's in-game management and stuff like that. No problem. That's open to criticism. Be my guest. But then players also made some really, really poor decisions out there today. That Sancho goal after we go 2-0 up, Postecoglou ain't asking Brennan Johnson and Porro to step off him like that and allow him to keep moving. He's not asking Dragusin to step off him and allow him to keep coming across. They're in-game decisions by players that are not good enough in the moment. You go to Son's misses, that's in-game split decision, poor from Sonny. We're not used to seeing that from him. He's usually deadly. Poor decision making. Kulu, how many breakaways today? Underhit passes, sloppy passes, poor decision making by him. Basuma on the ball, running straight into 2 Chelsea players, giving it away, and then doubles down 2 minutes later with a slide tackle to give away the penalty. That's not on Postecoglou. That is on the players. The players have to take a lot of accountability. The game is in the balance, 2-2. Son has a massive opportunity, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, misses it. Doesn't even hit the target. The players also have to take a lot of blame for what's going on right now as well. It's not good enough. To a degree, you could argue they played for the manager out there today. Even when it went 4-2 down, they still ran, still chugged away and stuff like that. But it's all a little too late. There's just not enough in this squad to be able to meet Postecoglou's ambitions, which, let's be quite frank, people can sit there and say what they want about him tonight. He's won everywhere else he's been. Tottenham's the only anomaly on his CV. Just like Jose's, just like Conte's. Can't keep pinning everything on the manager. But does it make it right to keep the guy in the job if you're not getting results and players aren't responding? No, it doesn't. Look, the players have to take a lot of accountability as well tonight. Son's captain is this football club. Since he's been here, over the last few years, he's been in that dressing room. There's also been a lot of high turnover in terms of, why he's been here. He's just as part of the problem. We really needed a captain to step up today, a leader, and he had big moments to be able to decide this game for Tottenham. Didn't do it. And then not only that, there's other ways to do it, Jack. You can, if you're not playing well or you're missing chances, you can turn around, others up, rattle them if you need to, get them to focus. He's too passive. He just sort of sits back, allows it to happen. For large periods there in the second half, he looked jaded till we went 4-2 down and realised, oh shit, Postecoglou's in danger. Then all of a sudden he sprung into life again. The captaincy also really needs to be looked at. That is not working at this football club.
No.
Look, as much as, people probably say, look, Postecoglou has to go at this point, whether they believe he's the problem or not, fair enough. But let's not lose hindsight. You can't keep allowing football players to come to this club on the big wages they are and not giving a shit about it in terms of us fans. They're also a massive reason why we're on this roller coaster. They come here, accept the wages, and they just sit back and have a good old fucking jolly up. They're well taken care of. But when we ask them to dig in and get tough and really go on and do something, they don't do it. They all come here, make the right noises. We want to win trophies, all sign in blood, all this bollocks. And look, I love it. I get caught up in the moment. But the reality is, I'm a guy, show me actions on the football pitch. Now's the time to put that into practice. Run tougher if you want trophies. Be the decider in the game. You want to sign in this football club? Put your body on the line for it then. All this sort of jazz. We don't see enough from the players. They are also accountable just as much as Johan Lang is tonight and just as much as the fucking board are tonight. Everybody is accountable tonight.
Sebastian SF as well picked up a membership. Thank you, Sebastian. And I think earlier you were saying Ange out. I mean, everyone's at a loss, and I don't blame them. Jerome followed up by saying, "Is this on Ange today? Sorry, those players capitalized, can't finish, poor attitude. But hey, blame the manager." I think thank you so much for the contributions, Jerome. But I probably should have read both of those at the same time. Maybe because I think more or less I agree with majority of what you say there. I do feel like the players capitulated themselves. The finishing is just atrocious, in my opinion. And then again, we have just such poor mentalities and such poor leadership. It feels like throughout the ranks there that they just don't know how to be able to, tell each other that, the game is on the line here. We can't just waste chances like this. And also just, individual errors, individual mistakes, Basuma, Sar, everything just comes into it. And I would agree, Jerome, but it also
Look,
just comes down to results. Like Dave and I are saying, as much as we want to put all the blame on the players, we would like to put a lot of it on them. Results are results, man. It's another 2-0 result that's just been completely blown.
Look, it's really frustrating, but there also has to be a realization from fans at some point, right? Tonight, Postecoglou, he's going to be the face of all this. No one else. Daniel Levy will go back home. Johan Lang will go back hiding. Players will go back home. He'll be the one left out there, rolled out in front of the cameras again. And that's what they want. They want you for him to be the scapegoat for absolutely everything. Can't keep doing this to every single manager. Whether you like the manager or not, they come with good CVs to Tottenham Hotspur. Everywhere else they've been, clubs have been able to implement what they wanted to do and go on and reap the rewards of that. When they come to Tottenham Hotspur, we don't do that. We initially do it, and then when they initially get enough out of the squad. When it comes time to kick it on, give them the razzmatazz that they need to help this go forward. No, we're going to start fucking around with the signings. We're going to go younger. We're going to give you this. We're going to give you that. Can't keep putting everything on the manager. Then you're getting into a position in the second season. Then, we hire managers because of their steadfast belief in their philosophies that worked everywhere else. And then we turn around to them and go, by the way, champ, this is the loser speaking. We want you to change. We want you to adapt. We want you to do it our way. We can't keep going down this route. If you're going to bring in a manager with that steadfast belief and steadfast philosophy, you've got to be prepared to back it to try and reap the rewards. Whether it's Jose Conte or Ange Postecoglou, it's all heavy risk and reward football. But we never take the real risks to be able to get the rewards. If they want a manager that's going to adapt and change and stuff like that, go out and fucking get one in then.
And then Dark Sun G saying, we were unlucky giving away 2 penalties, always against the Blues. It feels that way, Dark Sun G, where we shoot ourselves in the foot. Also, as well, you look at some of the decisions by Anthony Taylor in this game, certainly didn't help. That even that moment at the end there with Dominic Solanke, barely even nudging someone, and he gives him a free kick. He also, as well, keeps Moises Caicedo on the pitch there. You look at just so many decisions that were made against us, and also just the penalties that we ended up giving up are just so boneheaded, man. And we do it all the time against Chelsea, all the time. George Hill saying, I don't want to hear a word about Ange today. Sorry. For me, George, that's where I stand on things as well. I stand that it's more on the players. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's becoming exhausting, though, man. It is becoming exhausting having to explain and also just having to defend Ange on every occasion. I'm getting a little bit exhausted from it. Not saying I won't do it, but it is becoming exhausting to have to on a regular basis, and also just to continue to repeat yourself. I keep saying the same things. We can't finish. We continue to leave teams in the game. We continue to let them hang on because we can't put away chances. It's one of my biggest issues with this side. Our forward line really isn't that good, and we don't have any real leaders or any real mentality to actually see out games either. It's just those 2 things have just come back to haunt us on so many occasions now. And it's becoming exhausting, man. It's just becoming exhausting
It's
to have
hard
to
not to
explain.
talk about Postecoglou, right? It really isn't when these results are coming. I think there's a stat band around there now. I think we've lost more games this season than Crystal Palace. You know what I mean? There's no in between with this. You either win or you lose. We do not draw games of football, and that's where the problem comes in. If you can't win games of football, you still got to get points on the board. However, I do think a lot of the problems we're seeing now is being misdirected. I think Johan Lang is getting away with absolute murder. That's where this went wrong. When Paratici and Gabonini were in this football club doing the recruitment in the first summer transfer window, look at the window we had. We brought in some great technical players to try and kick us on. We finished 5th that season. Now, when it actually came to January of that season, when we had an injury crisis, we were incurring trouble. Johan Lang was in charge of that window. We needed reinforcements. He brought in Timo Werner, he brought in Radu Dragusin. Then come the summer, we saw out, we finished 5th, whatever. Dust yourselves down. Come the summer, and then all of a sudden, we all know what we need. We need defensive reinforcements, especially down the left-hand side. We probably need an extra midfielder, of experience, a real number 6 to come in there. Didn't do it. And then we needed real quality in your forward line. I keep speaking about this. You need quality in the forward line. It's the hardest thing to do football. Put the ball in the back of the net. and we've gave him absolute average players to work with. And not, maybe that's harsh. We gave him young players to work with, which brings inconsistencies, which is what we see out on the football pitch to a large degree. But that's where the project went wrong, was when we needed him to operate in the transfer window to help the manager and help Tottenham Hotspur, help us fans and help kick on. He couldn't deliver. He's had two windows and he has failed this football club massively. For me, that's the decision I'd be making tonight, first and foremost, before any manager. If I'm Daniel Levy, I'm getting him out of my football club. I'm ousting him out. He's put me in this situation. He's put Postecoglou in this situation, and he's put the senior pros in this squad into this situation. He's the first one that needs to fucking go tonight.
Artist T, I accidentally skipped a couple. I apologize, everybody. I'll catch up. Artist T saying the fans deserve better, took the time out of their evening to watch a game in the heavy rain. I think the fans have absolutely been put through a lot of, even before Ange Postecoglou, to be honest, Artist T. I mean, especially anytime, we come up against Chelsea, fans just get put through the absolute mental ringer, it feels like. And yeah, I mean, they had to travel as well down to that Bournemouth game, which was just a shocking performance as well. And they definitely did not deserve that. Don't think they needed to give the abuse towards Ange, but at the same time, like some of these results and some of these performances, I bet they are infuriating to probably watch in person, especially while it's cold, it's wet, and you could be at home, just watching it from the couch and be able to turn it off if you want to. You not even have to spend money on it, right? So it's a big thing. Azad Hamid from earlier, sorry, Azad, I might have skipped this, saying, my brothers, I am here. We are alive. Azad, it's tough times for Ange. And the only time I ever was at all kind of worried about his tenure here was, like I said, that Coventry City game was the one where I was worried. That was the one where I was kind of starting to waver myself. I was starting to not really be sure if the players were fighting for Ange or playing for him. I still believe that they are playing for him, despite how atrocious we may be. I still think that they are trying to fight for him. But man, it's getting tougher and tougher to have to continue to defend him on a regular basis, even though I still will. Jerome saying mid-table club. That's always what we have been. Top six, my ass. No manager will ever be able to get any out of those players going forward. Club allows this BS. I'm just getting sick of it.
Yeah. Well, look, that's also a fair point. We also have to take recognition of where we are as a football club, take stock, but not only us. The owners as well. We're no longer that team that we had under Pochettino, where we routinely finish in top four, with ease, by the way, and put ourselves in position to be able to win trophies. We're no longer that team. We haven't been that team since he's gone. And we keep chopping and changing around with projects, which is why we're not going to get back there. Now we are literally, if we're getting any European football, even in general, we are literally just limping over the line. We are struggling over the line. We are not that football club we once were. We are trying to get back to that. You try to use the last reminiscence of it to be able to claw on with the likes of Dyer, Sanchez, and all them. And now we're trying to go into a new era, but we just do not have the right squad to be able to sort of push on and do that. We just don't have it right now. And look, people can come at me, but I know I wasn't one of them that sat there and said this is a great transfer window. I said it. I said I can see us sleepwalking into an absolute disaster. And we're not that football club. And the people, the quicker people inside the club realise that and stop trying to claw onto it, the better. Because then they can have real conversations about, okay, what do we do to address this problem? Let's go after it with our full might. We can't keep doing this, but there doesn't seem to be that recognition. What they've done is Postecoglou finished fifth last year with all the injuries, and they said, you know what? If we can keep them fit and not suffer the same injury crisis next season, he'll do better and he'll get inside, get us close. Fans will absolutely love it again. Fill out the team with a lot of youngsters this January or this summer. Miscalculation completely. Absolutely. Even under Conte, people can blame Postecoglou's style for all the injuries. Even under Conte, we suffered a lot. We just do not build a squad to be able to handle it. Players are out there moaning right now about, too many games. And right now, FIFA turn around going, well, we give you a 25-man squad. Theoretically, you can have more outside of that. Use it. That's what they're there for, and we don't do that here.
Just going to take some other comments, Dave, and then getting back to some of the donations. David Clark saying, I don't blame the coach. We have too many weak characters in this squad. I don't really rate Udogie or Porro defensively, but when the pathetic wingers in our team don't help them out because they are bloody weak. Jose, blaming everyone except the man who picks the team tactics and game management. Laws for Ange says, hit the likes before you leave, please, everybody. Help the guys out. Great channel, great chat. That's very kind of you, Laws. And K32 saying Gray and Odebear cost a combined £70 million. We also have as well Skunkwork saying tactics are fine. If players can't score, though, you have a problem. As mad
Yeah.
as it was today, we still had enough chances to still win this game. That's how I sort of feel about it, even though it was still a mad game. And even though you still have a lot of questions defensively, you still wonder, like, damn, there's so many gaping chances that we had just to put the ball in the net. Ed Sweeting saying everybody pinpointed a 6 as a must signing. Basuma challenge epitomized exactly what we didn't need. I think Basuma today is just, again, just shown the difference
You
between
can't be
him and
trusted.
Bentancur. There's just such a class difference between them. As much as I had time for Basuma, and as much as I kind of like the guy on a personal level, I think he's somebody who seems like a well-meaning person. He's just showing that I don't think he has the concentration levels and the quality levels that really might be good enough for this club. Um, did you read my super chat about Sun, says Dark Sun G? I'll get to it, man. I think I just accidentally skipped Sun, and I'll do a quick refresh on it, make sure I didn't miss anybody's. I'll get back to it. Dark Sun G, apologize for just taking some other people's comments here, though. Matthew Ball saying the last manager we had, like Ange, who had poor communication skills with the players, was Christian Gross. Um,
I'm weary about getting into this, managers not being able to get across their philosophies. It hasn't just been Ange Postecoglou. It's been Jose Mourinho and Conte. I'm sorry, but no one can tell me guys that know that win trophies wherever they've been are stupid, naive, this, that, and the other. It's just not the case. Under Conte, everyone thought, the narrative painted around him was he's just flying back to Italy. He couldn't give a shit. He's not doing that with them during the week. Well, once he left and Hugo Lloris brought out his book, apparently, according to Hugo Lloris, players it was too methodical for them. They didn't want to go through the necessary steps and the hoops and dedicate absolutely everything to winning. There's also that at Tottenham Hotspur. When you don't have a culture of winning, you're bringing in managers to try and bring that culture. That's the biggest team to change at Tottenham Hotspur. For years, it's been known, go to Tottenham Hotspur, get high wages, comfort zone. Doesn't matter if you win or lose, just put in good performance because you get picked up by your Man United, by your Real Madrid, by this, by that. It's known. But at some point, you've got to stop that, and you've got to say, okay, you don't want to perform, bounce out of this football club. Or you think you're going to Madrid, you're not. We've done a deal with Galatasaray, fuck off. You know what I mean? We've got to start developing that culture around here, and you get the players to believe, because I also think it's very easy at Tottenham Hotspur with previous squads as well. It's very easy for them to just roll over when you need to fight for the manager and just allow them to take all the blame. New manager comes in, we perform for 10, 11 games, everyone goes, I told you so, and then, all of a sudden everything falls off a wheel again. I'm sick of being in this cycle. I'm absolutely sick of it. However, right now, the situation we're in, I'm sorry, you probably might need that manager bounce just to fucking get you through this season.
Jacob Bannister, I'm sick, I'm tired, I'm depressed. Fuck Levy, fuck out of my club. Spurs on the Rock saying the summer transfer window was a disgrace. Iceman saying injuries again are killing us. We need squad depth. We need players in the door and a real leader on that pitch. We also have as well Sebastian SF, who did become a member earlier, just sort of kind of giving his opinion, saying crazy how people are still defending Ange. We've been in shocking form for the past 15 months or so. He's been riding off of good 2 months. Again, I think the record doesn't really help Ange whatsoever, despite how much I have defended him. Kukurea gave us 2 gifts and we still couldn't hang on, says SOF.
Look, people can go, I can't believe people are defending Ange. But also, when you're sitting on my side of the argument, you can't keep blaming the managers. I keep hearing, sack that guy, the next guy will come in and get better. That also hasn't happened. So at some point, both sides have to come together and have a realization, go, holy shit, it's not the manager. We've got to look elsewhere. You've got to put more pressure on the board to deliver this January. Johan Lang also needs to be held accountable. I'm telling you now, if they sack Ange Postecoglou and keep that fraud in his job, I'm going to absolutely lose it, because that is so wrong and so disgusting, considering he failed Ange Postecoglou in not one but 2 windows. So he needs to be the first one held accountable. But, we can keep saying, you got to go, this, that, and the other. But the whole theory of the next guy will do better, that doesn't wash with me, because it hasn't happened either.
Yeah. Dark Sun G from earlier saying, sorry, let me put up. Sun is really cursed against the Blues. Sorry, let me
Yeah, he
pull
has
it
a
up.
poor record against Chelsea in terms of goal scoring. I think out of all the teams, it's the team he scored less against in the Premier League. I think he's only
Yeah.
scored 2 against them in his time at Tottenham. But still, glorious opportunity to put a third on that today, son. Dark Sung Ji. And he just didn't. It looked like when he went to kick it, when I was looking at it, that his boot caught the ground just before he made contact. But we're just not used to this from Sonny. He's usually so
Uh-huh.
much sharper, so much more clinical, and just as captain, that time of the game when it's 2-2, give yourself back control of the game. It's just really disappointing, man.
Yeah, especially some of them, Dark Sunji. It looked like he was going for, the top corner, and usually he does put it in the top corner as well, and he just didn't. And I think on both of them, unless I'm mistaken, he might have had someone that he could have even played it to if he wanted as well. So that's what sometimes just makes it even harder to watch. Roy Zhang, appreciate the support, Dark Sunji, and also as well from Roy. Roy Zhang saying, we brought on 2 18-year-olds chasing the game, 2 bad penalties given away to compete against top teams. You need a top wage budget. Levy out. The wage budget's really the thing, Dave, is that we can spend a lot of money, but we actually have, I believe, intentionally decreased, our wage expenditure. So we're looking to bring in very talented players and then basically pick which ones, we might probably give, big spanking new contracts to at some point, you would imagine, or just look to sell them on for lots of money. And you look at other teams that have very deep squads, very competitive squads. Part of the way they're able to pull that off is, they pay their players well and they pay them well to compete at the team and at the club. Spurs just don't do that. They don't pay high in wages. They might pay high in a transfer fee, but it's never a wage.
No, look, you have a history of Tottenham players coming out having to fight and scrape for absolutely everything. If we had a large squad, I'd say, what, fair play for Daniel Levy for keeping it tight, sort of look over the wage budget. But when you don't have the large squad that we do, then why are we saving penny? Why are we penny pinching then? There's room to pay these players. Um, we
Yeah.
offloaded a lot of massive wages over the last few years, and theoretically, the whole idea was now we can go and reinvest them, getting some really good quality players, experienced players to kick on. And we didn't do it. We invested in youngsters. We really brought down the wage bill. So it looks great to investors. That's the problem. It looks great on a balance sheet to potential investors. Look how tight wage budget everything has. That's what that was all about. Instead of going investing it into the football side so that we can really kick on. Last year, we let a lot of experience go in terms of Emerson, Højbjerg, players like that. Now we're turning to the bench. We're bringing on Archie Gray and Bergvall to try and save your skin. It's a massive difference in terms of
Yeah.
what you're bringing on into games and stuff like that. And this is the problem. And this is what I keep saying. Johan Lang needs to be held accountable before absolutely anybody.
Appreciate the support, Roy. And then Paolo Maratti, best name in the business, best name in this community. Paolo saying sacking Ange changes nothing.
Nope.
Coached a win today. It's not Ange who gave away 2 silly pens, and Sonny wasted 2 chances to assist Johnson as well as Werner. I mean, Sonny either buries those or he assists those, but the 2 penalties. I mean, SARS I don't think was as frustrating as Basuma's really, because Basuma's was just in such a crucial part of the game, such a crucial area of the game, and just gives it up like that and just made it so painful to watch, really. And with Basuma, like I said, I saw Mark says Jack always goes after Basuma. I probably do more on a football sense. Like, I do kind of tend to pinpoint, problems towards him. But I have said, on a consistent basis, I think defensively, he's been a monster for us. I think he knows how to win the ball back. And I think he's, works his tail off out of possession. It's just in possession. I really question Basuma. And that was a moment where it's not really even the bumbling over the player there. It's actually the fact that he intercepted a ball and then he took like 4 or 5 touches to try to get it under control, dribbles it into 2 Chelsea players, and then all of a sudden, we're basically looking like we're about to concede anyways. He comes back and then just compounds the error because he doesn't really have, I think, the mentality to not lose his head in that situation. He is a guy that I think does, probably play with a lot of emotion and play with a lot of heart on his sleeve. And I think that just ended up hurting him there. And, I just think Basuma is a mixed bag of a player, to be honest. And,
He's
that penalty, as much as the missed chances were probably the real reason we lost the game. I think the missed chances were the real reason. I'd say
But
probably Basuma plays a huge part in the reason we lose this game at
But
the
it's
end
the
of the day.
timing of it as well,
Yeah.
though, Jack. It's the timing of it, First of all, he does very well to put himself in a position to read the game, right? Picks it up beautifully. But for some reason, he starts travelling left when he needs to travel forward, straight into two Chelsea players, gets dispossessed, and then panics as soon as the chance arrives off his dispossession, and puts in an absolute erratic, brain-dead, stupid challenge. I'm sorry, but there's no concept of the score of the game. The consequence of it is just absolutely stupid. And this is a reoccurring theme of Basuma. Don't get me wrong, we've had the odd brilliant performance against the likes of Man City, real disciplined. But even then, he got himself a very stupid yellow card very early on. He's prone to this. He cannot play number 6. He is not good enough. He doesn't care enough. He's too lackadaisical. He's one of them fair weather footballers. On their day, if things are going well, great. If they're not, don't really try and do too much to put it right. It's just not good enough from Basuma. Nowhere near it. It's just absolutely brain dead. And look, this isn't the first manager that hasn't worked out for him. It didn't work out under Conte. And Conte told us, he said, after he left, or in some of his press conferences, the reason why Basuma's not playing, despite his talent, he just can't do the game. He can't do the defensive side of the game. He's not good enough. He's not. He can't take on the tactical instructions I'm asking him to carry out in midfield.
Yeah.
And I presume it's the exact same here in the number 6. He just can't do it. Look, to be fair to Basuma, is he a number 6? No. Everybody knows he's a number 8. You just got to let him get on the ball, let him go and, float around the pitch and make shit happen. Let him take on players. So we're sort of doing him a disservice. But the reality is, why have both managers not given him that free role in the midfield? Because Conte could have done it. He gave Bentancur more or less the free role and Højbjerg more the discipline role. Could have gave that to Basuma. He didn't. Why?
Yeah.
He's just not good enough. He's not cut out for this level. I'm sorry. I just don't think football is his be all and end all. I think he is prone to enjoying the lifestyle that comes with it. And that's why we see the up and down performances on the football pitch.
And lastly, too, Paolo, even towards the end there, even though my heart was kind of already torn and, my head was already broken when it came to the watching this game and how frustrating it was, we even still had chances at the end, actually, to still get back into it. And we still wasted them. It was just such a frustrating game. I really appreciate the support, everyone. DYT2 saying member for 8 months, Flat Cap members, second tier players get second tier results. I don't rate this forward line, to be honest, DY. I mean, Johnson, like, he's a goal scorer, but he can't necessarily create. With Solanke, I do rate Solanke, but he's not really been proven, to actually do it at the big club. I do really rate him, though, and I think he is a good signing. So maybe just sort of divide opinion on that one, 50-50, whatever you want to call it, because people are going to like him or not like him. With Sonny, after today, as much as I've defended him constantly, you do wonder, like, is he really, at the same level as he once was? And then also you start to realize, are we depending on someone like him too much? Because we're trying to think that he can, internalize his prime 29, 30-year-old type of performances, but it doesn't seem like he can at the same rate anymore. And then also I would argue maybe he doesn't have good enough players necessarily around him. Like I said with Johnson, Timo Werner somehow, some way actually has a good chance of getting into the starting team. That should not be the case. That Timo Werner is one of the options that you're looking towards most games to make an impact. And as much as I think Wilson Odebear is an okay signing for the future, I don't think that was a signing for the here and now, but he has been injured this whole season, which has hurt us. Richarlison, an injury-prone player, been injured the whole season. So we just have no one of real depth, of real quality to pick from in the forward line. We just had our rant about Basuma. Is he actually good enough for this level? Who knows? And you could really go through a lot of areas of the squad, to be honest. But for me, it really actually is more on the forward line than anything. DYT2. I just don't really rate this forward line whatsoever. And I think that speaks to the missed chances that we have on a regular basis. And to be honest, people who I even really like too, Kulusevski as well, like, I think he needs to be more clinical. He creates for us and he carries us through games, and he's our best creative player by a country mile, but he also is guilty of wasting chances. There's just no one in this team that I can really think of as actually a clinical player like in this team, and it hurts us.
Problem is we don't have the right variety as well. But I think everybody has to be held accountable for this one. And I mean everybody. When it comes to our best players, and when they say, look, I'm sick of I want to go on and win things. I'm sick of this loser nature. We just go, oh, you don't want to be here, fine, move on. We gotta adopt. We gotta change that attitude. That no longer can be good enough. We hear the same rumblings coming with Romero. You know, the only reason why these players are moving on because they want to go and win things. You've got to try and keep that mentality at the club. Being honest, we made it far too easy for Harry Kane to leave and for the board to accept and sell him. There was no pressure. Everyone said he doesn't want to be here, sell him. And now we are facing the repercussions of it. That's what we're doing. He had so much quality in terms of finishing, heading, in terms of holding up the ball, in terms of playing other people in terms of creativity. And we were just okay, walk away from this football club without showing any sort of resilience. We can't keep doing this. We have to realise if an average player doesn't want to fight for his position and is out of the squad, says I want to go, fine, fuck off. You're not here for the right reasons. But we got to have a better mentality and try and do more to try and put pressure on the club to keep the best players at this football club. That's why we built the stadium, to generate the revenue, to be able to pay the wages to keep them here, not ship them on. Because then what you're left with is a bunch of average players who don't know how to win or do not have that appetite, do not have that mentality. Now we're sitting here and I said to everybody, Son is not going to be able to carry this forward line on his own. He's just not. And he hasn't been. Now, he's done a bloody damn good job for a year and a half now trying to do it. But it's about partnerships. One player alone isn't going to carve open a whole back line or teams that sit deep. You need multiple players across the forward line of similar quality. And now Son's paying the price for it because Spurs fans are starting to turn on him. The reality is he's not over the hill. He's not too old. The guy's 32. He's the same age as Mo Salah. Look at the impact Mo Salah's having for Liverpool. The difference is Mo Salah has better players around him that he can work with, that he has relationships with, that can find him on a similar level, a similar quality. Son does not. He puts the ball into Maddison. Sometimes it comes back, sometimes it doesn't. Puts the ball out to Johnson. Very rarely will it come back. Same with Werner. Everyone's losing it. He doesn't have that relationship with other people in the forward line. Then you look at the way we spent the money. I said to everybody, main reason why I'm hesitant is because I do not back the club to invest that 100 million into the right quality to bring in here and pick up that slack. And they didn't do it. We've got a situation now where we've got wingers. All they can do is run. We may as well have signed fucking Usain Bolt. What we need is wingers that have a bit of trickery, that can get on the ball, take their players on, skin them, and if they can't, create 5 yards and pop a good whipped cross in. We can't do that. Right now, our forward players actually make attacking look hard. It's really not. If you just have a little bit of control, pop 5 yards, you stay back, you work on your crossing, you become good at it, you pop the ball in the box against low block teams. That's our biggest problem because we don't have anyone that can do that. If we had different varieties and better options or just better quality players in general, we wouldn't incur some of the problems we're incurring. We would be a lot more clinical going forward. We made a huge mistake selling Harry Kane. Nobody wants to recognise it. Nobody wants to realise it. And quite frankly, the investment we made off the Harry Kane money, we absolutely fucked it up. We're paying the price now.
Al Ben with the super chat. Appreciate all the support, everybody that's been coming in. I'm going to try my best with it. We're just giving our thoughts on it as we do, and we'll try to be efficient, but we also want to give you guys the respect that it deserves. Al Ben saying, where do they go? Where do we go from here? Recruiting has been poor. 40 million on an average youngster. Proper 60 million players can command 250 grand per week, and Levy's not having it, but rather signed an Odebear. Listen, like the Odebear signing from the get-go, I'm pretty sure I was saying, like, I'm happy with the talent ID that we went for, but it wasn't the here and now signing that we needed on the wings. We needed somebody that could basically simultaneously compete with Brennan Johnson and other players for the right wing spot or whatever wing spot, really. But then also kind of be the next talisman to replace Sonny, to be that guy that can take on the responsibility, to be the person that we look towards, to be a creative player, but also the one that scores goals for us like Sonny does. And we just didn't do that. We signed a Wilson Odebear, and we also haven't even been able to see Wilson Odebear, where they even could, let's say, perform well past expectations. But it's been a very Levy window, and I do think this Levy window has very much come back to haunt us, has come back to hurt Ange, and inevitably come back to put the manager under pressure. And we've been here before, Al. So where do we go from here? I guess we just hope that we just can, maybe Levy or somebody just looks to try to, again, not repeat the same mistakes every time, but yet we do. So that's all. You just retain the hope that we just, as a club, don't repeat the same mistakes over and over. Dark Sun G saying, if it was Vicario, the result might have been different. Could have saved a penalty, I guess. also could have maybe saved the Sancho shot. It's hard to say though because it went off the
Yeah.
post. At the end of the day, I'd like to agree, Dark Sunji, but I know what you mean. Like, but it's not the end all be all. Forster's not the one that I'm looking to blame in this one, but he is atrocious at saving penalties. We do know that. Artist T saying, watching his post game interview, Ange looks like he's on the verge of tears. He knows what's coming. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, Artist T, so I'm judging it by you, and I think you're a good judge of character by the looks of things. Um, Considering how much you seem to still tolerate us, maybe not, but I'm kidding. But with Ange, I mean, Dave, Artist T, in all seriousness, I don't think I trust Artist T, and that probably, if that's the body language of Ange, that is, it's worrying, man, and it's sad.
Look, of course it is. And look, there also has to be an understanding, right? He's not used to being in this situation where he's losing this many games on the bounce. This is all new to him as well. He's not used to it, you know? A bit like Guardiola at Man City, you know? It's hard to accept, especially when everything you've done has worked everywhere else. But, you know, his body language, I did say after this game, Jack, it was important. You know, is he going to come out and still show fight and leadership, or is he going to sort of look resigned? I think if he looks resigned, I think at the end of the day, he leaves the board no sort of option but to get rid of him if he no longer has that fight or desire in him to make it work. Look, I can only go off what people are telling me. I'll have to go back and judge it for myself and watch it for myself later on this evening. But if that is true, then you sort of leave the board with no option. And look, I see some people in the chat, DB, saying, Dave, how can you not be Ange out? Look, I don't think people are listening. You know, what I'm trying to say is, right now, Ange is being a scapegoat for absolutely everything. I think when you bring in a new manager, I think people realise and actually start picking up on some of the problems that we're talking about now. Um, Not only that, it's just I'm not going to get on this, you know, everything's on Ange Postecoglou. I'm going to bring my perspective, and I think what I'm going to do is bring fair balance. You know, you can't keep putting everything on a manager, blaming absolutely everything. There's other factors to it, you know, that has led to this situation. Is Ange culpable for the lack of results? Yes, of course he is. Does he need to be held accountable? Yes, of course he does. But what I'm not going to do is just jump on the bandwagon and say this is his fault, that's his fault. People done it before, you know, with managers. Oh, well, I don't care if Dyer and Sanchez, they're international players at the end of the day. You got to get something out of them. Next guy comes in, the exact same shit fucking happens. I'm not going to keep going down that route. I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon. I'm going to give my perspective, and I think there is portions of the blame that need to be dished out on why we're in this mess, and I'm going to speak about it all. I'm not just going to sit here and go, Ange is useless, Ange is this, Ange has no clue, and put everything on him, because the reality is everything isn't on him, and we can't keep making these mistakes. We've done the same with Conte, we've done the same with Jose Mourinho, and we've done the same with Nuno. They all left Tottenham to go on and do something better. So, I mean, can't keep making that mistake. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say, yes, he needs to be held accountable. Is he going to face the sack? I think he's very close to it. If not, it could happen this week very, very quickly. But believe me, the next manager comes in, you think he's going to make better substitutions off the bench when he's still relying on the same players? Not going to happen. I'm sorry. That's a fallacy in the argument.
And then as well, and I think DB as well is saying, yeah, it's sad really to see Ange, you know, like that. Yeah, it is sad at the end of the day. Good to see Kiwi Spurs in the house. I think I saw your name in the chat there.
Just quickly, I've also said, you know, just because I don't think everything's the manager problem, I've also said it doesn't mean it's right to keep him in the job. I've been saying that for a long time. I've been saying that on discussions with Sava and people like that. You know, it doesn't make it right to keep him in the job. You know, even though we don't want to keep going through this cycle, you got to weigh it up fairly. But everybody has their own tipping point, my man. For me, I just don't want to put everything on him because I just don't think it's right. I think, you know, Johan Lang, like I keep saying, why does he get a free pass? No one's speaking about him. I keep going on to all these platforms. There's long last word in Spurs and everything. He needs to be called out for his role in this mess.
Frankly, Tottenham saying, why isn't Madison sitting on the bench? Even if Madison was crap in training, play him in these type of games. He's our only quality player. I don't think he's our only quality player, but I have said that I would prefer it be Madison and Kulusevski instead of Johnson and Kulusevski. It's just how I feel. Maybe I'm biased against Johnson, whatever. It's just, I do prefer this team when Madison is in it. I think we tend to flow a bit better. I think we create better chances and better opportunities on a regular basis. I think it takes a bit of the burden off of other guys to have to create and be those type of players. When Johnson, like I said, more of a goal scorer, not a creator, I would prefer just to have more creators in the team because we aren't really that much of a quality clinical team anyways. So maybe just get more guys that can create and, just overwhelm the team. And I think Madison, for the most part, has played pretty well this season. He's had some bad games, but I think he's also had some very, very strong games. And I do feel like he gets the cold shoulder sometimes from Ange. And
Under-
it's
mm,
one of those things with Ange where I think he isn't really that convinced by Madison anymore. And he prefers Johnson, and he just prefers
I
Johnson.
think I think it's because I think it's getting to a point where maybe that relationship is going to spark at some point. I wouldn't be surprised if it already has. Maybe. Look, to be fair to Madison, he's had some really good games this season. When he's on fire, he's an absolute incredible player to watch. However, he doesn't motivate himself enough to remain at that sort of level, which therefore makes it hard to trust the guy, especially when you're trying to play him as a part of your midfield tree, which requires you to do both sides of the game. What I mean by that is Madison against Man City, birthday. He knew he could go out on this. He knew he wanted to go out and celebrate. Went out, look at the performance he put in. Look at the levels he's been at since when coming off the bench. Not good enough, makes him hard to trust. However, if I'm James Madison, I'm looking at that Ipswich game and I'm being brought on with, 2 minutes to go plus whatever injury time, being brought on with a minute to go against Aston Villa, teams like that, that's where I sort of go, what's motivating me to get back into your team? It's a two-way sort of street. Madison doesn't do enough to get a trust off Ange Postecoglou, but Ange Postecoglou also doesn't give Madison enough rope to be able to try and earn that trust. So I think that's going to come to a head at some point, if it hasn't already.
Yeah. Just making sure I'm not missing anything from important people in the chat. Appreciate you guys. Thank you again. I'm trying my best here, so I appreciate all the support that's coming in. Also, you guys getting in your comments as well.
Thank you for the therapy, guys. You're actually helping me with all the questions and helping me talk it through in my head.
That, and also at the end of the day, like Dave and I, we feel strongly about how we feel about things, but we're not people going to shout you down or tell you that that you're wrong or whatever. Please give us your opinion. If you think we're wrong, that's fine. We have a community here where this whole time, under Ange, we've allowed people their opinion, and I think it goes both ways. It cuts both ways. So I appreciate you guys. From what I can tell, it's been as toxic as it could get. I don't see it that much in the chat. From what I can tell, it seems like it's been relatively civil.
Because we're all resigned to be just beaten down.
Yeah, so I appreciate
no
you
one
guys.
wanted to be in this situation. Everyone know it's wrong,
Yeah.
but at some point, how long do you keep letting it fester? Do you know what I mean? Everyone's in the same position.
Just want to commend you guys for that. Artist T saying, unless we win a cup, we aren't making Europe next season. 6 points above Leicester, and we're well on track to finish mid-table. It's a scary thought. The teams that were around is a scary thought. Like Leicester, shocking, right? And even Dave's stat about like Crystal Palace having more wins than us. Shocking stat. Really horrible to think about because these teams themselves, right, have not been good to watch and have not been entertaining teams or really that great of teams. And if you're around their type of form, you do have to really look, and start asking questions of everyone. And the thing is that if Ange has enough time to get to that Man United game, that one is also, if he still is in a job by then, that is such a huge, huge game because I think Spurs fans, that's their only hope for this season is that there could be some type of cup run. Because even if Ange is going to get sacked, next manager that comes in is probably going to be judged on that, basically. Like how far can they try to push in one of the cups, really? And I think that's just where Spurs fans are. So it is a scary thought, Artist T. It is a very scary thought.
Look, where we are right now, I think we're 7 points off relegation zone, but we're also 7 points off top four or something like that, which is absolutely mad. But look, right now we could sack Ange. You bring in another manager. Are you giving him an ideal chance to get off to a really good shot? Because right now we've got a load of injuries. He's still going to have the same problem.
Yeah.
He's still going to walk in here. He's still got jaded players in the middle. He also has to, in the middle of it, this hectic fixture schedule, try and implement his philosophy, new tactics, new style, etc., etc., etc. There's a lot to go on. You're not really giving him the best chance to succeed. So where I look at the situation right now is, look, Postecoglou's under severe pressure, but for me, I don't know. Do you ride it out until January until you can bring in the new guy and then give him sort of a fresh chance? It's hard to know because you bring in a new guy and he gets off to a start where we no win in 6 all of a sudden he's under pressure again. So I think we're in a very precarious position. That's what I was saying earlier on, RST. Right now, as a football club, they really got to weigh everything up. They really got so much to take on board, because you could bring in the next guy, with the injury crisis and everything else. If he comes in and he doesn't win and he struggles, all of a sudden you're looking at a third manager. Can you afford that this season? I'm not quite so sure. I think it leaves you in a very precarious position. So this club have a lot of internal thinking to do tonight, is what I would say, because the next move has to be absolutely spot on. Spot on.
And then Jerome with a super chat. Really appreciate the support tonight, Jerome. He's saying, again, give the manager no proper tools to compete. The club has
Agreed.
failed Ange, Conte, Mourinho, and Pochettino, but deluded fans will still go and sack the manager. It will get better later. Hey, Dave, I mean, I feel like I agree with Jerome, but I feel like, yeah, we've probably been repeating ourselves a lot on that.
Look,
Just the fact that it can't, surely, like, we have to come to some sort of agreement that every manager has more or less come to the same sort of issue when it comes to
yeah.
around the support that they've gotten from the board and from the ownership. And whether you liked one manager or another, I think is fine. I think that's well and good. But I think we can all maybe come to some sort of sense of agreement here that each of these managers have been let down by a lack of a quality squad or players that they actually can lean on and trust to get them through tough periods and games, especially when it comes to tough periods. We always seem to have guys that just can't be able to lift their managers out of it. And once again, we're in that position here, and it's not a coincidence.
No, it's not a coincidence. And look, this is what I'm saying. Tonight, or while Ange Postecoglou is the face of this football club, he's going to be the scapegoat. But once he goes, the same old people then would start going after Johan Lang about the transfer window. They'll start going on to Daniel Levy, because no longer will Postecoglou be there to blame. But I'm also saying you have to take serious stock of this, because eventually you're going to arrive at a point where you really are going to have a manager that really isn't good enough for this football club, because no other manager worth their sort with any sort of idea how to win or with any sort of reputation is going to touch this football club, because they're going to keep seeing the same patterns. And this is what I keep saying. You got to be careful. They're going to look at it. Some will. You've already seen Nagelsmann, etc., Arne Slot, people like that, right? Already look at the situation and go, no, because he's not going to, determine ain't going to give me what I need. The fans are going to blame me for absolutely everything. It's a lose-lose situation. How does that further my career? So what you're going to start getting is managers on the come down and hoping you strike lucky, or you bring in someone relatively inexperienced like Pochettino, like we did, that will sort of work with the club, and hopefully he gets it right. This is what I'm saying. It's just absolutely madness. You can't keep blaming the managers. Workman or a tradesman is only as good as the tools he's got to work with. He can't go and build you a staircase if all you give is the guy is a chisel. You have to give him all the pieces in the play to be able to put all the pieces in place to be able to build you the staircase. We don't do that to managers. We give them so much when they initially arrive, and then we start trying to dictate to them, well, I know you want this, this, and this to win, but unfortunately that's not in our budget, nor are we going to stretch the budget for you. So you need to compromise. And as soon as that starts happening, and the minute they compromise, it kicks on. Well, you need to compromise again. You need to compromise again. And then it comes to a point where the manager's just like, fuck, I'm done compromising. I'm going to say everything as it is in the press conference. Pay me my big wage packet. I'm on the way out. And that's another thing you need to be careful, by the way. Managers that maybe have financial troubles, or managers that just want one last pay packet before they retire. That's what Tottenham offer if we keep going down this route.
V-Scard saying, I love Ange, but to be fair, I don't think Conte would allow this team to lose a 2-0 lead in that sort of way. And Ange has allowed that twice in this season, so I just don't know anymore.
Well, to be fair, I remember a game. I think there was a couple of games on the Conte. What was it? Southampton 3-1 with 10 minutes to go. Did we end up drawing 3-3 or something like that?
No.
It did happen under these managers. This is the thing. It did happen under previous managers where we collapsed. Jose Mourinho. We would score in the first half, but we'd always go and concede enough goals to lose the game in the second half. This is the problem. We keep making everything out to be an Ange Postecoglou problem. It's not. Because I can guarantee you now, the next guy will come in and everyone will be saying the same rhetoric as they do under the next guy, as they did under Conte, as they did under Jose. I can pull it out now. It's a complete script book. Tactics. No clue. Doesn't adapt. In-game management. Everything. You go back, fans said, stubborn. Biggest one. They said the same under all the previous managers as well. Some point there has to be a recognition.
I think I agree with Dave on that. Appreciate the support that you've been sending in, V-Scard. Member for 16 months. Fan show member as well. Thank you, Iceman. Big up, Dave and Jack. A bit of happy clappy chat. Thanks for everything you do week in and week out. Love everything you do. Keep up the
Sound
great
that.
work. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Fat Bat Army. Come on, you Harris Army. Iceman. Just going to keep going through it, man. We're just going to have to just keep riding out these roller coasters with Spurs. And I just hope at some point the board, the club, and everyone involved just learns their lesson and just somehow tries to break this pattern and break this cycle, Iceman. Also looking forward to giving you some praise in the fantasy at some point when Dave and I get our next fantasy review. I'll make sure to show you some praise because you've been absolutely schooling me this year. Iceman, big up to you, sir. D2 saying, if Ange gets sacked, who would you bring in? I'd personally go for Raffaele Palladino. Don't think any big manager will come now. Dave and I have made that point before. I don't want to steal Dave's point because I think it's more his, but I completely agree with it about the fact that the more we just keep sacking and hiring managers and all these managers more or less kind of sort of having the same problem when it comes to the tools and the resources that they've been given during tough periods, who really would be interested in the job? It's only going to be people that are not really at a super elite level. Or if even you are trying to go after the elite managers, I'd imagine that they would take their time. They might wait for a better job to come around, or they probably really demand, extra money, extra pay packets, all that sort of thing, so that they could somehow feel like that they're being paid enough to tolerate having to work with this club and having to work with all the constraints that come with being a Spurs manager. So it's
Here's the
hard to
thing.
know who would actually do it. Palladino is doing a fantastic job at Fiorentina right now. I don't really like to think about, who I want next. It kind of just makes me want to puke, to be honest, D2. It really does. I do really like Sebastian Hoeneß over at Stuttgart personally. As you know, I'm a Bundesliga man. Do really like him, but to be honest, it kind of makes me want to puke. But as a quick European shout, I will say that Fiorentina is a club that I do like, and Palladino's been doing an excellent job there. He's been doing an excellent job there. But I don't know, Dave, it kind of makes me want to puke to talk about next manager.
Look, you're probably looking at the likes of David Moyes, Gareth Southgate, people like that, to be quite frank. That's who's going to come. People who go Postecoglou, he's not cut out for this job. Okay, but how do we end up there then at the first place? Because he wasn't first choice on Tottenham's radar, by the way. They interviewed Ten Hag at one stage, didn't they? They interviewed Arne Slot at one stage to try to get him. He wanted to bring a backroom team. The board were arguing with him over that, so he said, right, fuck you, I ain't coming there then. So even if you think Postecoglou's a rookie, how did we end up there then? Because we keep bringing in managers that have good reputations, good CVs in the game. By the way, Pep Guardiola thinks Postecoglou's a good manager. He recommended him to the Celtic going for the Celtic job. So everyone else, we're bringing in managers that everybody recognises in the game, looks to be for styles, philosophies. The Brighton manager spent time with Ange Postecoglou. Everyone praises the job he's doing. He's learning off Postecoglou and stuff like that. But we keep making them look average. And if you think managers don't talk, these things filter through football. And managers, when they're interviewed for a job or being asked to go for an interview, they're not ringing up other people that have been at the club and said, what do you think? If they're going to say to them, look, unless you want a pay packet, don't really go there. It's not going to be good for your career. It's a career killer. That's what our dugout is. It's a career killer. So eventually you're going to end up with an absolute bang average manager, which is going to get you in trouble. I've said this many times on this channel, Jack. You keep sacking, hiring, and firing managers. You get yourself into a financial muddle. You get your squad into a muddle. You get yourself into a muddle with managers. You bring in less quality managers, and eventually you end up at the point where Everton are. Eventually you end up at the point where Watford are down further when you keep tinkering. We need stability at this football club. So even if Ange isn't the right guy, the next guy off the block, they better fucking believe and they better go and back it to the hilt. Because if not, you're already seeing the slow, gradual decline. It's been there with Everton. Your best players leave. You bring in big names. It's not working out. You're holding them culpable rather than acknowledging your mistakes and looking to put it right. You get less quality managers. You sign less quality players. And all of a sudden, you're fighting relegation season out. When I was growing up, when Everton had stability under David Moyes, they were scrapping it out for Champions League. They even made Champions League. They were constantly up there. Now look at them. We're heading in that direction if we keep continuing down this path. And I don't want to clip myself up in 10 years' time and go, well, I said this 10 years ago. I don't want to be that guy. I'm not that guy. But as fans, there needs to be recognition. We need stability in the dugout.
And V-Scard saying, what do we think about Youngmin Hook coming this month? I can take this one. I don't know how quickly he'll really be embedded into the squad, to be honest, this month, because he's coming from another country. He's got to settle into a country. He's got to settle into a new league as well. And then also, I think he's supposed to have technically been given some sort of rest of some kind because he actually just finished his season. So he needs some sort of rest and relaxation beforehand. And it might take him a while since he's so young to be given any sort of minutes or opportunities. So I'm not sure if it's going to happen as soon as maybe some of us would like, actually, be scarred, to be perfectly honest. I think we don't want to get our hopes up too soon
I
on
would
that
say
one.
it's an awful lot to rely on a 17-year-old coming from a complete different country, complete different side of the world, to expect him to come and have an impact. And I think Postecoglou actually sort of said something similar in a recent press conference. And off the back of it, he's called for more help in the January transfer in terms of in the forward department, which means he also recognizes that.
Yeah. And as well, Roy Zhang saying good players like Pedro Neto require 160,000 wages at least. I mean, even look at, I didn't even want him, but someone like Jaden Sancho, just look at the quality that he had for that goal to bring them back into it, right? If you bring in players like that, like guys who actually have done it in the high level, or at least at some period, and do command those sort of wages and that sort of, yeah, that's a sort of, I guess, sort of contract basically, then, they're going to come with the
Well,
quality. And we just don't have that in the final third, especially. We just don't have that quality. But Pedro Neto would have been nice. Bringing back Amadawake would have been nice as well. I still would take Amadawake back at Spurs. A lot of the Chelsea players, sadly, I would take.
just
I hate to say it.
just on that quickly, look, Neto, I was against. I think it was too much of a gamble in terms of his injury record and stuff like that. But Paul O'Keefe did put something out about Conor Gallagher and Eze, a little while ago, where it came down to wages. Tottenham didn't want to pay the wages. You're telling me an Eze and a Conor Gallagher wouldn't make a massive difference right now or to our season in general. Of course they would. You get what you pay for at the end of the day. You pay for inexperience, you get inexperience. You get inconsistency, you get ups and downs in results. You struggle to change games from the bench. You pay for what you get. Or you get what you pay, sorry.
And then Moondog saying, I don't know how to answer, but we can't go on. We can't go on like this, I think is what he means. I don't know the
Look,
answer, but we can't go on like this. It's
I
fair,
get it.
Moondog. That's fair.
I
Appreciate the
get it.
honesty.
I get it. But I'm just saying, you got to take into account what I'm saying about how Everton and the demise where they are. We are on that trajectory. I can already see it. And at some point, you got to give a guy a chance to work. You got to give a guy a chance to fix the problems. Look, the thing is, in football, the reason why we're developing this sack and manager culture very quickly is because the amount of money you're spending on players, it's actually so much cheaper to dispense the manager than it is to acknowledge your mistakes and go out and fix it and buy players. But if you don't do that, you're going to get where Everton are. At some point, big club, if you've got a winning mentality, you take stock where you are, you acknowledge your mistakes, and you go and rectify them. Let's see how this club acts. If they go and sack another manager, then they have no plans to rectify things in January. Absolutely none. And they're just doing the cheapest thing. And this is why also you won't hear me really come out after manager and say a manager out either, is because I think you're actually making it easy for Daniel Levy to keep doing this.
Yeah.
People call him cheap as is. People say too dare is too dear and all that sort of stuff. But then we give him the easy out by saying take the cheaper option and sack the manager rather than demand him and say, no, we want that manager in the dugout. If you sack him, there's going to be full protests outside. You keep him in and you back him. Until that happens, you're just doing Daniel Levy's job and you're actually helping him continue this cycle of to do is too dear.
Jerome saying, boys, just let me know when the next fan show is. I just need to vent because I'm so sick and tired of this nonsense of just getting rid of these managers. Jerome, been calling for you, man. I think we've been needing your sense and just been needing your passion for a while now. The floor is yours, man. And also, I know you're a busy guy. I know you got a family. I'm pretty sure some people, if they have time on their hands, be happy to give up a spot or two, if you wanted to pop in. But if you can't pop in nice and early before the fan show starts, be happy to put you right towards the front, my man, because I know you have been has it's been a long time since you've been on. So we would love to have you, Jerome. Really appreciate you, man. And you're very kind to Dave and I. And I know you're frustrated. And I really liked that podcast that we did together one time. I really feel like you have good things to say, man.
Mm.
Um,
Look, the plan is right now is to stick with our usual schedule and do the fan show tomorrow. However, if the club have a change in manager or sack Ange Postecoglou, it throws all the plans out the window. You have to do emergency streams and all that sort of jazz. So right now, we're hoping to deliver it, but that does depend on what happens over the next 24 hours.
Did I say
Hope
the word tomorrow?
understand.
Sorry.
No. I'm just saying,
Oh, okay.
if they end up sacking Postecoglou, it changes the plans. You got to
Yeah.
go do emergency streams,
Yeah.
talk about different shit altogether and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So it really does depend. But if there is no sacking of Ange
Fair.
Postecoglou, fan show tomorrow at 7 p.m. Come and have your say. We'll just sit back. We're not going to tell you if you're right or wrong. Just come on and have your say. It's what it's there for. Big up, Joe.
Yeah, sorry. No, I was just making sure I didn't confirm a date because I have no idea what the schedule's about to look like. Everybody, it's gonna be weird. Maybe Twitter reacts. I don't even know. Do we do it tonight? Do we do it tomorrow? I have no idea. I don't even know what makes sense of Spurs, let alone our own content schedule around it.
Watch Home Alone and think of better things. But
Dave and I can't make sense of Spurs, let alone the content schedule to talk about Spurs at this point. I think we're just brain fried. Frankly, Tottenham saying, also, lads, maybe we should shelf the Premier League and just go for the Europa League and the two cups. I kind of felt that way from the get-go, frankly, Tottenham. I don't really care that much about the Premier League as long as we're just not losing as many games as we have been. I'm happy with finishing in and around the European spots. Like, even if we don't finish inside, let's say, one of the European spots, as long as we do have a good cup run, especially in the Europa League, because I do think the Europa League can be a fun competition for a club like ourselves that are desperate for trophies, but also significant ones like that. And I'd much rather that we put all of our marbles into that, into those competitions. That being said, a lot of times, I think the way that you play in all competitions sort of feeds into each other, like the bad Premier League form could feed into bad cup form, and bad performances there. So just this Premier League form that we're in right now, what is it, like 1 win in 7 or something like that, at least in recent, it's just that has to change in order for us to have any sort of confidence, any sort of hope that we can turn things around and go on any type of cup run. Do have a siren passing by, Dave, so I'm going to give this one to, oh, maybe it's actually not going to pass by. Fazzy Radfar saying but really appreciate the support, frankly, Tottenham. Faz Radfar saying to return from injury, got injured again, plus Brennan Johnson. The injuries have been stacking up, Faz. It's like a Jenga of injuries at the moment in time. I think Ange Postecoglou, Dave has a theory, Fazzy, that he was really gunning to play Mickey Van de Ven and Romero because he might be trying to save his job or get a statement win to put away any of the pressure, basically. And he was willing to push them and risk them for this game. I don't blame that decision. If I were in his position, I think I probably would have more or less done the same thing. And it almost paid off for him. It almost worked for him.
Yeah, and look, this is another thing, we could say Stack Ange Postecoglou tonight. But now that Romero and Van de Ven have both left the pitch again, you really giving a manager a best chance when you're bringing him in? He's only player available at centre back is Radu Dragusin. Even now, it might, even if Postecoglou ain't the right guy, is now the right timing, even, do you just got to accept it and let it go on for a bit longer? Do you get players back and then do it? So when you bring in the new manager, you give him, a bit more to be able to work with. We're just in a very, very precarious position tonight. I ain't going to sleep easy. And let's wait and see how long they're bought out for again.
Yeah. And also, as much as I criticize Brennan Johnson, like, he's still needed. He's still our top goal scorer, and he's still the guy that does inevitably put the ball in the back of the net on most occasions, and we still need him. Rain Man saying Conte was right. The constant is Levy. Jose, Conte, those guys, as much as you might think they're soundbite managers, they had plenty of truths.
The thing is, Daniel Levy undone himself on this one because, in fairness, he was starting to get people back on board. The noise around him was starting to quell down. But then he made the bonehead decision of bringing in Johan Lang. I don't think he really thought that one through. And because of that decision, we're back here again and all the scrutiny's back on him. He's done it to himself this time. He is backing the wrong horse with Johan Lang. He needs to listen to me. I'm not his biggest friend or his biggest fan, but he really needs to listen to me. You are backing the wrong guy with Johan Lang. Villa kicked him out to be able to progress under Unai Emery, to be able to bring in bigger and better players to be able to kick on. We bring him in and we regress. The common thing is him.
Going to take some other comments just from some members here quickly. Laws for Ange saying the whole league is more open now than it ever has been. points being dropped everywhere. We are not the only ones here until the end of the season. Not getting relegated could still win something. Ed Sweden saying, you need a blend of youth and experience. Completely agree. Bringing in expensive teenagers has left us completely exposed this season. I like Gray,
How,
Notabear, and Bergvall, but we've got no output compared to Solanke.
and how much is left to rectify it? That's the big thing as well, right? How much
Yeah.
money is left to rectify it?
Spurs on the Rock saying Levy is the biggest con man of football. Sebastian SF saying Postecoglou, though, is not a cut manager. Another reason maybe to get rid, zero in-game awareness and flexibility. Rain Man saying, I am so Anjin. We have to let this guy deal with the bad hand he has been given. He has been dealt a tough hand, but is he the best one? I guess to still deal with it. I guess that's up for debate. Um, Rain Man saying, oh yeah, that was from Rain Man earlier. Appreciate you, man. Moondog, member for 36 months. Thank you, Moondog. 3 years of support. I blame them all. Levy, the players, and I think they all share blame. I agree, Moondog. At the end of the day, the portions of it I think are very divided. You know, I think Levy takes such a huge portion. I think the players take such a huge portion, and then at the end of the day, the manager is the manager, and he does live and die by the results. So he also has to take into account them as well. And you could also look at plenty of individual things with Ange, like sometimes, maybe things he says in press conferences or substitutions, for example, that he kind of does get wrong, I think, every now and again. But for me, I think it's more on the players and on Levy. But like always, usually it's a combination of everyone. Everybody's contributing. Al Ben saying 100% right, Dave. Johan Lang will sink us 40 million and 28 million for average youngsters. Disagree with Jack. His talent ID for Odebear was not good. We haven't seen Odebear, so maybe I could be right or wrong. But Dave, I mean, Al Ben is saying he completely agrees with you. Johan Lang will sink this club.
The thing is, look, I have no problem with bringing in young players, and I actually think the young players we've signed will come good in 4 to 5 years' time. We don't have time to wait for that, though, right? The thing is, you got to double it down with bringing in players for the here and now. Any name we were linked with or that we went after that would have came in and helped this situation now, Conor Gallagher couldn't get it done. Eze couldn't get it done. They were in for Neto, fucked around with trying to offer all these players out, trying to be too clever. Couldn't get it done. All I kept on hearing is, couldn't get it done. With Paratici, I never heard no. It's like, okay, well, we don't have the budget, but I'll even bring him on now and we'll pay you an extra 20 million on top, 50 million next summer. There you are. He got deals done. And look, many people called him a crook, a con, everything else. And I got ridiculed for calling the guy a don. But the reality is he got Daniel Levy to listen to him. He told him you need to invest in youth for the future of this football club, but you also need to bring in good players. And he done that. Many people said all he knows is Italy, this, that, and the other. Without them players, we'd be relegation fodder right now. And Johan Lang is just not the guy for this football club. He cannot get the big deals done. He's an excuse merchant, just like Steve Hitchen was. And what I don't want to do is, give them a free pass and batter Levy. Levy made the mistake in hiring him, and he's going to make a mistake if he doesn't fire him very, very quickly. But he's fucking useless at his job, and there needs to be that recognition. He cannot get the deals done for the big players. That's why Villa booted him out the door, and we need to do the same very, very quickly. The project went wrong when he came in. We needed help last January. He failed to deliver, and in the summer, he failed to deliver it. He's the problem.
Ryan Chastain saying, and Al Ben, you could be proven right on Odebear. I just think maybe we have to just shake hands and say we just haven't seen really him play at all. So it's hard to know, really. Ryan Chastain, but we should have signed someone like an Eze instead. I would really agree with you on that one. Ryan Chastain saying, if it sounds like a duck, walks like a duck, looks like a duck, it's a duck. And that's what Ange and Levy are.
Look, you're more than entitled to your opinion, Rhino. More than entitled to your opinion. For me, I just don't think everything is Ange Postecoglou's fault. I don't think he's as stupid, as naive, and everything else as everyone makes him out to be. I think we're setting a very dangerous, precedent by making every manager look like that. You can sit there and say, we didn't say the same things under Conte. I can go back and pull up all the same things under Conte. Jose Mourinho's dismissal, Nuno's dismissal. I can pull out all the same talking points. Very bad precedent to be setting. I also think you're also doing Daniel Levy's job, for him by giving him the cheap way out every time by sacking the managers. Yeah, okay, if Postecoglou ain't the guy and you don't believe in him, that's fine. But if you also call for Conte's head and Jose Mourinho's head, you're doing Daniel Levy's job for him by giving him the cheap way out.
Frankly, Tottenham. I'm off to shag the business. Come
I
on,
feel
you
like doing the
Spurs.
same, to be honest. At least I get a bit of glee and a bit of joy. At least I feel like I'm winning, when I'm doing that, Jack.
At least you have something going for you, frankly, Tottenham. At least you got something going on. You got something to look forward to, something to be excited about, something that loves you back, right? Something that shows you the support and the love that you deserve. Maybe not Spurs though. Uh, everyone, like I said, this feels like the bottom basement final boss type of Spurs torture and pain and confusion that you have to go through sometimes. And we'll try our best. I guess we'll try our best to make sense of it, to be honest. But if I could ask for anything for Christmas, it would be to have an international break right now. Um, it would be. I wish I could just take a break from Spurs for 2 weeks. Just sort of let the world stop. Let everything else go forward and let Spurs just take a pause. But that's not going to happen. We're in the thick of it. We are in the absolute mess of it. We are headed into so many games here and it's going to be very entertaining, I guess, to see how things
Um,
turn out. Whether it's going to be Ant sticking around, the toxicity and the pressure building is going to be interesting and entertaining in some fashion, or it's going to be Ange out, and we have to get ready for a new manager in the middle of a hectic fixture period, and then we are going to be on absolute overdrive over here. So please,
Jack,
everybody, continue to look out for more content. Come here for your therapy. Fan show should be happening this week. Twitter Reacts should happen at some point. Probably will end up just being a live one. So join us for that. If we can get up a big upstream tomorrow for player ratings and stuff, if we have time for it, please join us for that. There is going to be a lot of content coming your way. I really do appreciate all the support that we did receive, though, today. Smash the like button on your way out. But I mean, Dave, final words from yourself. It's just, like I said, I think it's final boss type of level stuff from Spurs here for torture and confusion.
look, what I will say is tough times ahead. In tough times, you need camaraderie. Let's not argue amongst ourselves. It's not my fault the club's in this position. It's not Jackson. It's none of your faults at home either. It's people inside the club with the money making decisions. It's their fault. Let's not fall out with each other. Let's not argue with each other because it doesn't do anything. At the end of the day, let's listen to each other and try and plot some sort of way forward. We're in the mess right now. Can sit here and call for everybody out, but at some point there's got to be calm heads that prevail and say, right, how the fuck do we navigate this and get out of this? Let's wait and see what the next 24 to 48 hours sort of uphold. If Hans Postecoglou is still in the job Tuesday morning, he ain't getting sacked before Rangers, which means he'll be in the job for that. But look, next 24, 48 hours is, I think the future of this football club looms on it. I know some people are going to say, Dave, you're way over the top. Heard that before, but usually, 6 months down the line, what I've said comes true. We're in a very precarious position. We get this decision wrong. We will be scrapping down the bottom for quite some time because once you're down there, very hard to get the right players to pull you out. So the warning signs are there. Big decisions need to be made inside the next 48 hours with that football club. Let's see whether they acknowledge their mistakes and back the manager, or whether they're going to blame the manager and look to put the blame on him and bring someone else in and look to turn the fortunes around. Time will tell, guys. But have a good evening. Try your best to anyway.
Send in your fan cams as well, everybody. That's the last thing I'll say. Come on, you Spurs. Appreciate all the support you guys show us. And be a tough month. Let's stick through it together, everybody. And we'll see you later. See you next time. See you tomorrow.